life is golf synonymous for you.
Living is golf. If you can't golf,
you screwed that up, and
I don't think
if you
so.
can't play golf,
I believe
you said life or living, and you meant to say golf.
You said it's about living.
Yeah.
So you're like, if I can't golf, then I die.
Yeah.
True.
On today's Part of My Take, we have our good friend Joe Burrow back on the podcast. We are also back in studio after a week off. We're going to do the Mt Rushmore of meat. Probably should have done that before July 4th, but we're going to do it anyway.
Meat.
It is grilling season, so we're going to do the Mt Rushmore meat. We're going to catch up on everything that is going on in the world of sports, and it's all brought to you by our friends at DraftKings. It's finally here. Best Ball Week at DraftKings. Here's why it's a big deal. DraftKings Best Ball Millionaire Contest is their biggest fantasy contest ever. We're talking $15 million guaranteed prize pool with two millionaires being crowned for first and second place. If you're a set it and forget it type, the best ball is for you. No waiver wires, no roster management, bigger roster so injuries won't end your season. Only the draft, and that's it. You're set for the season. Check it out now. It's going to be huge. $15 million prize pool. If you're still not convinced, check this out. This year, DraftKings is offering everyone a draft one, get one special. Your $20 entry fee scores you a bonus ticket. It's almost football season. Best Ball Week is here. Download the DraftKings app. Use code TAKE. That's code TAKE for all customers who enter the NFL Best Ball 15 million millionaire contest to get a bonus ticket and get a shot at being crowned one of two millionaires. It's Best Ball Week only on DraftKings. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings. Best Ball Week is here. Download the DraftKings app. Use code TAKE. That's code TAKE for all customers who enter the NFL Best Ball 15 million millionaire contest to get a bonus ticket and get a shot at being crowned one of two millionaires. It's Best Ball Week only on DraftKings. Today is Monday, July 8th, and the boys are back in town.
We're back in town. I think we picked a decent week to take the vacation, because the one thing that you have to always be on the lookout for the week of the 4th of July is the Friday afternoon news dump.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get really one of those.
No.
It was like Biden might not run for president.
I don't want to get political, but I did that tweet. I don't know if you guys saw. I quote tweeted it the other day. Someone was like, it's telling that all these people who love politics have just never been through a coach being fired before. And it was the most apt analogy ever, because it is, we are, one of the things that I think we do better than anyone is we can tell you when a coach is on the hot seat.
When he gets that sad look at the podium.
And they are literally doing the like he's going to give up the offensive play calling just so he can coach the whole team.
Well, pretty much what's going on is the DNC is saying Joe Biden is our candidate.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have we have a full vote of confidence in Joe Biden right now.
Right. So they're just, doing all the moves. Everything's going to be fine. But we are back. It feels good to be back. What do you guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk about Bronny?
So we can talk Bronny. You want to do that right off the bat?
Let's fucking talk about Bronny. The dude, I don't know if you saw, but Bronny.
Biggest 4 points in NBA history.
Dude, he hit a layup in transition. Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
Yeah. And LeBron watched and said, damn, that's tough.
This is great. I hope there's some Bengals fans that are tuning in for the first time and they're like, what is this? It's about Bronny.
Yeah.
This podcast is about Bronny.
We're just a Bronny James and Charlie Woods podcast.
Can I say something about Bronny? I really don't like the fact that he's going by Bronny.
Why not?
His name's LeBron James Jr. Just go LeBron James Jr. I don't like calling, it's even in the box score. It's B. James.
Yeah, I don't like that. I agree with you.
Your name is LeBron James Jr.
I wasn't sure where you're going until you told me the box score thing.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's annoying.
It should just go by Junior.
And also, it would be cool if he ever got in a game and it was L. James and L. James Jr. right next to each other.
Remember when he said he wouldn't wear his dad's number because he doesn't want people to know who he is?
Yeah. Now he's just, they're doing.
So that's probably why. He doesn't want people to, maybe they'll think that he's not LeBron James
that's
Jr.
true.
Because his name's Bronny, not LeBron.
They're just literally doing 69.
Now he's a guy that would just go out there and you'd be like, why is that guy on the team? Is he like LeBron James' son or something?
Yeah. No, that's Bronny.
Just go, it's Bronny. Yeah, it can't be his son. They should do the Brazilian method and just go LeBron Nino.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I got to take about Bronny. I actually kind of am addicted to how mad Bronny's making everyone.
Well,
because it's like the updates on ESPN are like Bronny has a transition layup. Bronny has an assist.
Mm-hmm.
Watch LeBron James Jr. Oh, it's not. Watch LeBron react to Bronny's 2 points.
Yeah, it's an ecosystem.
And everyone's getting so mad, and it's very funny because I like this is how I consume sports. Like I also was like, this is ridiculous by LeBron. It's a very egotistical play. Yeah, it's cool they're playing together. And then as soon as everyone got very upset, I was like, actually, I kind of like this because it's a fucking NBA Summer League and they know what they're doing.
How do they do All-Star voting? Is there a fan vote?
Yeah.
So what we should do next year is we should try to get Bronny into the All-Star game.
Yeah. People getting mad about his contract.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, full guaranteed.
Well, that was a big-time ball knowers, and I did not know ball until I looked it up. But that is also part of the new CBA. So the new CBA has different contracts for second-round guys. Tyler Kolek, who is a Knick, went to Marquette. Also very funny when Josh Hart
Celtic.
What? Tyler Kolek.
From Marquette.
Oh,
Marquette, New York.
Yeah.
Who'd you think?
He was thinking Sam Hauser.
You were thinking
not everything's about you, Hank.
The other white guy. Yeah.
That was crazy.
We talking Celtics?
Are you thinking of Bailey Shireman?
Yep.
Yep.
That's
just another
Creighton.
Big East guy, white Big East guy.
Yeah, completely different player.
Yep.
Okay.
We're back.
Anyway, Tyler Kolek, there was like a fake Twitter troll started a rumor that Tyler Kolek couldn't read.
Mm-hmm.
This happened last year during Big East play, and Josh Hart on his podcast with Jalen Brunson was like, can he read?
Uh-huh.
I legit was like, I don't know if he can read or not.
Yeah, so every time somebody gets ball sacked out there,
Yeah.
there's always like 5% people that never realized that it was a joke.
Right, they just
And so
keep
they'll go
going
on for
around
life.
with it. Right. So
Yep.
anyway, Tyler Kolek did break the record for, I think, most money for a second-round pick. So he got what was his exact contract? He had guaranteed money, $6.6 million. So Bronny probably didn't deserve a non-two-way contract, but the new CBA does have very different contracts for second-round picks. So people were like, this guy 5 years ago got paid 4 blueberries, and Bronny gets $7.9 million.
Uh-huh.
That is partially the new CBA. I don't hate. Maybe I will become a Bronny stan. I don't know.
I think that
Fuck it.
maybe LeBron pulled this move just so he can write $2 million out of his son's inheritance.
Yes.
He's like, that's just $2 million less than you're getting this up front.
Yeah.
Bronny.
Well, there was the LeBron took $3 million less than the actual max he could have had.
He did do
and
that.
Was like, oh, he was just stashing it away for Bronny.
But I also think that in his new contract, if he gets traded, he gets like an extra kicker that goes in. He does have a no trade clause, but he can accept a trade, and then I think he would make like $3 million.
Yeah, he's he said he'd take less.
Mm-hmm.
He then took the max, or $3 million less than the max. Bron sexuals are saying, well, he said he'd take less for the right free agent, which then boxes them in the corner. No free agent in the right mind wants to go to whatever this iteration of the Lakers are going to be.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan didn't.
He was sign and trade.
Yeah, he was sign and trade, but he was probably the last good player that was out there.
Yeah, he wanted Clay, Valanciunas, and they got nothing. DeMar DeRozan is now a Sacramento King, and the Bulls yet again mistimed an asset, but they're kind of on the right direction of trying to be bad.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, he wanted to leave the Bulls after the Josh Giddey trade, after the Caruso for Giddey trade, somewhat similar to our rule that we have in our Dingers Only League, where he's like, I'm allowed to exit this team.
I must say that the NBA did investigate. I don't want to defend Josh Giddey, but he's a Bull now. They didn't find anything.
When Big Cat told me that he jumped on just to talk about the Josh Giddey trade, the only thing I could think of was Caruso for Giddey is a real life version of pervert or Italian.
Oh man, and I love Alex Caruso, but yeah, the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan's gone. They're trying to blow it up. They mistimed everything.
I saw a crazy DeMar DeRozan stat.
Okay,
and I didn't verify it. I didn't look it up to see if it's true.
Those are the best stats.
I think he's scored almost as many points as Steph Curry.
Okay.
In his entire career?
Let's find out. All right.
I saw that. And I was like, whoa.
Career point.
Is that stat real? I'll just talk to the boys.
Okay. He has
yes.
23,582. I mean, he's played
Yeah.
longer, and he's played a lot of games.
And he was the number one option on not.
Yeah, he has scored 150 less than Steph Curry.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And he's done it the hard way.
Yep.
With twos, not threes.
Yep, that's right.
The showboating.
Old-fashioned.
Or you could say Steph Curry's probably insanely more efficient.
No, I would just say DeMar DeRozan is the working man Steph Curry.
Yeah. But, yeah, this is the Bulls are going to blow it up for the next year until the Reinsdorfs are like, hey, let's win 40 games again.
That'd be nice.
And they'll go back to that. What other – we also had in NBA news Kevin Durant, who got hurt, I guess, during Olympic scrimmage. Also shout out to Anthony Edwards, who said everyone has to do it around him.
Yep.
It's not a fit in. They have to fit in with me, not the other way around.
USA runs
like
through
that.
him.
He's just a bulldog. But Kevin Durant did a sit-down article with Yahoo Sports and was essentially like everyone just does the smashes the Kevin Durant could be traded button for clicks.
We should get that button.
Yeah, I mean, listen. That definitely happens. Kevin Durant is someone who's very online. You of all people should know that happens, but also you have been on a good amount of teams in the last few years.
He's been on 4 teams, right?
Yeah, and he's been on 4 teams, and he's been on 3 teams in the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he said yes, it's a button. What else is gonna get people going around this times? Oh, the journeyman is leaving again. That story's always gonna hit.
I did hear that Kevin Durant was unhappy and wanted to be traded.
Yes.
And so I think that if you're Kevin Durant and you're on those Suns, you want to leave, right?
Tune in to Wednesday's Pardon My Take, where we actually will have the inside scoop on Kevin Durant possibly being traded.
I hear he's unhappy.
People are going to think we have him on the show. We do not have him on the show. I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah. LeBron would want to be traded to the Suns.
Well, he wants
all the Suns.
Yeah, he wants them all. And he wanted – that was the one team that Bronny was allowed to go to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the Suns or the Lakers.
Would they have to change the spelling of the name?
I don't know. But he ended up on the Lakers. It's crazy. Yeah, what other –
We've got All-Star Game snubs.
Yes.
Now, if I'm a baseball player and I get snubbed for the All-Star Game, I'm secretly excited about it. Because at least you get to go have like 3 days where you don't have to work.
Yeah, although it's probably pretty cool. I mean, it's such a I always think with the All-Star Game in baseball, it's a short enough time that you'd probably just rather be in the All-Star Game because it is 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it was a full week, I'd be like, yeah, snub me every time. We have a problem because Christian Yelich might be returning to form and he is in the All-Star Game, which makes me very nervous that he's going to potentially compete in the Home Run Derby.
And he's got an axe to grind. No one drafted him.
And where is the All-Star Game this year? I know, but I'm asking Max because he loves
I was
baseball.
about to say it, so yeah, I'll just let Max say it instead.
Yeah. You were. I know you were about to say it, Hank.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Boston?
It's not Boston. Come on.
It is in Max can't even Google it. Max, I thought you knew it. You don't know where it is, Max? This is embarrassing, dude.
Everything's bigger there.
It's
in Texas.
Yep.
Globe Life? Is it in Globe Life?
Yep.
Okay. We'll have to look and see how that does for lefties.
Yeah, listen, he's hit, 3 home runs in the last couple games?
Yeah.
So it's a small sample size.
Well, he might have taken it personally that he wasn't drafted in Dingers only.
Well, he can suck my ass.
Yeah. We might have to tune in soon. We'll have to stream that. That will be quite something.
Streaming eating each other's asses?
No, watching Christian Yelich potentially making us do a stream where we eat each other's asses.
Yeah.
This is gonna suck.
I'm confident.
I'm
confident.
He was washed.
He still is washed.
I like Christian Yelich a lot. He's a friend of the program, been a friend of the program for a long time. But dude, don't do it. You're gonna get hurt again. Your back's gonna hurt. Oh, is Pete Alonso gonna be in it?
Pete Alonso with the home run derby is the worst.
It's the most.
He is the biggest loser in sports when the home run derby comes around.
It's one of my all-time meatball sports brain takes that when Pete Alonso gets talked about potentially for being on the Cubs, I'm like, I don't want him. He cares too much about the home run derby.
He gets laser focused. He meditates backstage.
Yeah.
He goes into like a little panic room by himself in between rounds and just focuses and visualizes home runs. And the home run derby isn't even that fun anymore.
No, they changed it.
Did
they
they?
made it fun. They made it fun again.
They refund it?
They refund it.
What are they doing?
They are doing, I think it's swings now, right? Or it's...
No, it's the same way initially. I think it's still like 2.5 minutes.
But it's not head-to-head either.
But then they get 5, I think it's 4 extra outs after they do the... We need to look this up.
We got to look it up.
I'm pretty sure that's...
Look it up. Home run derby rules.
The home run derby used to be like the best night of the summer.
Yeah.
It was so awesome. I loved watching the home run derby. The old rules made it so. The problem with a new home run derby is you don't get to appreciate each dinger because the next dinger is already hit while the last dinger's in the air. Then you have to watch the score bug to see if the last dinger went out or not.
Yeah. All right. They didn't really change it. I disagree with my own statement. It's still 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm pretty sure they get additional outs though.
Yeah, but who cares about additional outs?
Yeah, that's not our problem. I want to go back to 10 outs and guys taking balls over and over.
And what, the 10th ball was worth 2?
Yeah, and you could just sit there and just marinate in it. Watch the dingers fly. Not, who can hit the most dingers that, this one lands before the next one, or this one doesn't land before the next one's even hit.
Josh Hamilton, Bobby Abreu.
Yeah. They did change. It's not head-to-head until the semifinals, which I do like.
That's better.
That's a little bit better. So it'll just be the top 4. 3-minute round, 40 pitches, 1 timeout, 3 bonus outs. Yeah, the bonus outs don't do anything.
Now, was it 3 minutes with 40 pitches last year? Or was it just 3 minutes? Or 2 minutes
you might be right. You might be right.
Because I think that's better.
This is some good podcasting. I feel like we're getting back in. It's like training camp for us. We took 1 week off. I know personally, I spent an entire week just saying, put your shoes on and then watching Paw Patrol. So my brain is mush. I haven't talked to like adults for like a real meaningful conversation in a while. But I feel like, and you're sick, PFT.
I'm sick. I also spent the last week just negotiating with street vendors.
Oh.
My friend, Best Press, my friend.
Yeah, in Greece.
I love Greece.
They don't pay taxes.
Greece, they don't?
No. That's why their whole economy, the taxes in Greece, and this could be
totally I paid a lot of taxes while I was
This could be totally made up. But as far as I know, and this is based on a Twitter thread I read a few years ago, in Greece, taxes are optional. And then their economy just crumbles every 10, 15 years. They're like, hey, we should probably start paying taxes.
Their club soccer teams should be a lot better then if you don't have to pay taxes. That's how you get all the good players.
I think they might charge foreigners taxes, but the actual Grecians, they don't. They just it's kind of like a leave a tip or not.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, should I do my taxes this year? No, I'm not gonna do it this year.
I love Greece. It was a great place, but I just kept thinking about Stavi when I was over there.
Yeah.
Also, shout out Stavi, gave me a great recommendation to go get a Euro in Athens, and I showed up and I was 10 minutes late and it closed.
Oh no!
So I'm very bummed out about that. Oh,
how do they close the Euro shops in Athens?
Well, let me tell you a little story about how Greece works. Nothing opens until 11 a.m. because everyone stays out until 2:30 a.m.
Yeah,
and then they open for lunch for 2.5 hours, and then they don't open again until 7 or 8 p.m. I also had a guy tell me, you'll make it there by about 7 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Oh,
that was weird.
Yeah, that is weird. All right, I just googled it. Yes, currently more than half of Greek households are exempt from any personal income tax.
Okay, that rocks.
That feels like a lot, and you can also
How do you get on the bad 50%?
I don't know.
Got to make a lot of money, probably.
I think it's a cultural thing.
Just earn your stripes.
Well, I don't know if it's cultural or not. I think it's just
seniority.
I don't know.
No, I think it's a cultural thing because this is a very funny headline. Did Greeks fail to pay 89.5% of taxes?
They're just if that's actually genius. If they say, what if we just all didn't pay taxes? They can't audit everybody.
Right. I think it's cultural.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Stick it to the man.
Yeah. Yeah. They just, a lot of them they do it as optional. I think we should probably take that.
Yep.
Where were we? Oh,
Hank's
MLB
been
All
doing
Stars.
that for years, leading from the front.
Great tangent there. MLB All Star game.
All Star game. Yeah, it always happens when we talk about non-football sports.
Well, in this week of sports.
But timestamp this as baseball talk.
In this week of sports, it's always the All Star Snubs, which the reason I wouldn't mind being an All Star Snub is because they would say you get your own day where people are just mad and they're lobbying on your behalf. So you get that shine.
It's like an afternoon, and you also you have to be the number one snub. I know that the Mets fans are mad because Nemo and Lindor, my guy Christian Walker, Dingers only legend. He went back-to-back nights, hitting 2 home runs both nights. He got snubbed.
Christopher Sanchez.
Jordan Westberg. Shout out the O's. Who got snubbed there? Max?
Christopher Sanchez. Even though the entire
someone
NL pitching is the Phillies pitching.
Someone asked me to ask you, Max, have the Phillies won a series against the Braves this year?
They've played twice.
They're playing tonight. Were they going to win tonight?
I want you to ask that person the last time the Braves beat the Phillies in a playoff series.
Okay, I will. Also, since we're talking baseball,
wait,
how did the team pug end up?
We got slaughter ruled in the playoffs.
Oh,
We
no.
only had a lot of our team was traveling for the 4th of July, so we had to scrape.
But
together.
everyone who was in town went, right?
Everyone except for Max. Max went to 12 baseball games last week and couldn't miss the game on Tuesday because he had to go on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Max is doing load management.
I went
and our
Tuesday,
team
Wednesday,
got
Friday.
slaughter ruled.
Well, Hank didn't even show up to the start of the game.
I started the game.
Oh no, Max!
Where were you?
You let the boys down.
I told the boys I wasn't going to be there.
you gave them a notice that
Let's
you're going to
go
let them
Phils.
down.
I think Garrett Stubbs recognized me. Did we talk about that already? I think we already
Yeah, we
talked
did.
about that.
I think we mentioned it.
Yep. Cut this.
Wait, what? We didn't talk about this.
I think we did. Max
did.
yelled
I
at
don't
the
think so.
Phillies. Said, "Let's go Phillies."
No. This is something different.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah,
what we talked about last
Yeah,
week.
this is different.
So
Max
wait-
had got a wink
So
from the dugout.
Okay, nice. So we're on show number 2 in a row of Max screaming at Phillies, and maybe they recognize.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
even
put
scream
this-
at him this time.
It's did he or did he
I
not?
was-
Did they or did they not recognize Max?
I honestly
this-
don't know.
This is now 2 shows in a row.
Because he looked at me, gave me a nod, winked, and then he started going like this and saying, "Drive the boat," or like, "Are you driving the boat?" And I was like, "What?" I couldn't picture what
He
that
said
meant.
boat?
Yes.
He thought you were Hank.
Yeah.
I think he thought I was Hank.
Yeah,
Hank.
congrats,
I think he
Hank.
thought I
Oh,
was
he thought
Hank.
duck boat.
Or maybe the duck, or
Yeah.
I thought, yeah,
Or maybe-
I thought maybe he was referencing
real
the
shame.
story of the beer Olympics.
Got it.
I don't know.
I think he was saying it'd be a real shame if you crashed your boat.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Which was not you.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Which
so
is not
he,
me.
so the Phillies think that you're Hank.
That's cool.
That
That hurts.
is that a win for
They want to
Hank?
be with
Oh,
the
that's
winner.
I think
a
that's a win
huge
for
win
Hank,
for
yeah.
Hank.
Yeah.
And smart by them.
They're like, they see a guy and they're like, that guy's somehow related to PMT. Oh, it's Hank.
Yeah. Wow, your hair grew back real fast, Hank.
Yeah. That's tough. And you're sitting with a little baby bib in the booth right now, having
Yeah.
to go through.
Is-
Because you texted me very excited. You said, we're back.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I
As our
said,
team
what?
I didn't
getting
really understand the
slaughtered.
boat
As your
thing.
team was getting slaughtered, Max was getting winks that were for Hank.
Kinda.
Who from the Phillies is in the All-Star game?
It is Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, Ranger Suarez, Zach Wheeler, Matt Strom.
No Castellanos?
Castellanos is not.
Castellanos in the home run derby would be awesome because it'd be just tragedy after tragedy after tragedy happening somewhere.
Yeah, Alec Boehm also, Hoffman.
What's that, Hank?
It'd be like a bombing somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just be the worst.
A
It'd be like a
terrorist attack happens.
terrorist attack / like tornado,
Like World War
hurricane.
II.
Yeah.
Sharknado happens.
All of these things happen at the same time. Okay. What else? That was great MLB talk, boys.
It was really good.
I really Dingers Only's going hot and heavy right now. We're off and running.
NHL free agency?
Sure. I said my piece. I think the Blackhawks did a good job.
I think
That's my take.
Caps did a wonderful job as well.
Flyers?
Celebrini, he's doing stuff. I think he signed his contract.
Yep.
That's cool.
Also,
Hockey should just go away for like a month.
no, I wasn't going to be my take. I was thinking about it. There are some jerseys, and I like the jersey in general, but the San Jose Sharks, like they had a picture of him in the Sharks jersey, and I was like, this isn't a real franchise.
It looks kind of like a 1990s video game.
Yeah, it's like let's make a franchise. I don't know. You just put on the
Well, the Ducks kind of had that vibe going for them when they were the Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
And then they just switched it up, and now they look like a real hockey team.
yeah. So good luck to Celebrini. He's gonna be great. Yeah, I'm trying to think what other big stories. We had Michael Rubin's white party. That was cool.
Yeah, we were there.
For no one except the people there.
We were definitely there.
So sick. That was so sick.
Ah, man.
Joe Burrow was there.
Was he?
Yeah, he had a sleeveless like white button-down shirt.
Good for Joe. And we'll get into this with Joe when we talk to him. But going into the interview, I was a little worried that Joe's gone Hollywood on us.
Yeah, you said that to me before.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried. I can confirm that Joe Burrow's still as cool as he ever was.
Yeah, he's not Hollywood.
He's the man.
So cool.
Tom Brady got picked off by Damar Hamlin on
Yeah.
the beach.
Oh, really?
Okay, because we're doing some loose podcasting right now. There's not a lot going on in the sports world.
Maybe come back player of the year next year for DeMar?
Well, we're feeling our way back into the podcasting game. How long is Damar Hamlin going to get invited to these things?
I think if he plays his cards right for a long time.
Forever?
Yeah.
Okay, good for him. I'm not judging him. It's just like I saw him pick off Brady. I was like, oh, shit, is that Damar Hamlin?
Yeah,
he's there. Okay. And Grant Williams is my favorite, like, just pops up at all these parties.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that – he must, like, wash the dishes or something after. Like, he helps out around the house.
I have no
He
idea.
doesn't get a straight invite. He's like Rubin's like, oh yeah, Grant, you can come. Can you like just park a couple cars before, and then you're welcome to come in.
Maybe someone's plus one.
Yeah, who's he dating?
I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't even get a tribute video.
Yeah.
And he's getting a white party invite. Everybody at the white party should be somebody that gets a tribute video.
But I like that Grant Williams is there just because it's very funny to see him pop up. And DeMar, good for him. Just keep doing it.
You think Tom let him pick that off?
I don't know. I feel like Tom Brady was pissed.
Yeah.
Because I feel like anytime Tom Brady has a football in his hand, he's like, am I back?
Yeah.
Like, am I going to do this?
Remember the fake punt?
He's also the VP of the Players Association, so maybe he's just a great
Who?
people person. I don't know. Grant Williams.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that might be why. Yeah.
Wait, so who's the president? Is that Chris Paul?
I think so.
No, it's CJ McCollum, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
yes, yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That white party, that was cool. That was really, really cool.
So, in all honesty, I think this was the first time that the white party happened that I thought to myself, I never, ever want to be there.
No, because it was also like if we were in that, we would know some people, but I think we'd get a lot of people being like, those guys are way too ugly to be here.
Yeah, I would definitely stick out. I would probably be asked to leave the second I stepped in.
Yeah, and I'd spill on myself instantly.
Yeah, it's a white party.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. So there's no chance that you would be able to say, was Embiid there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Meek Mill was there holding the trophy.
Drake looked sad. I saw one picture. He kind of looked sad.
Yeah.
He's got to have going for worst summer ever.
Drake, yeah, well, he had the video. Kendrick Lamar's video for Not Like Us came out. And then
while he was at
the white party.
which is
And then everyone's watching
fitting.
the video
And-
while he's at the white party.
right.
And then DeMar DeRozan came out when the Kings introduced him to Not Like Us.
Yep.
So
That
it's just
was
that
cool.
song's just gonna be around for the entire probably much longer than that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's gonna do about this.
Yeah. Good for the white party.
I
people.
don't think Embiid was there
I don't think so either.
because he should be. Yeah, he's been.
But like Kevin Durant and Devin Booker were there.
Kevin
so-
Durant got hurt.
Well, I know the white party happened before he got hurt.
Oh, fuck.
So when did you think they did the white party?
Nah, I don't know.
We do speaking of white parties, we've got an update here from Chet Hanks.
Oh, yes.
White Boy Summer was created to be fun, playful, and a celebration of fly white boys who love beautiful queens of every race. Anything else that it has been twisted into to support any kind of hate or bigotry against any group of people is deplorable, and I condemn it. I hope that we can all spread love to each other and treat each other with kindness and dignity. Love, Chet Hanks.
Oh,
You know he's serious when he ends it with Chet Hanks, not Chet Hayes.
yeah.
So
That is-
don't get it twisted.
People trying to co-opt white party.
Yeah. White Boy Summer was supposed to be
The
positive.
white boy summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Don't take it away.
I don't think Embiid was there anymore.
Okay. Was Tatum there?
Oh, yeah. He brought the trophy.
He did.
Because he doesn't have aura if he doesn't have the trophy.
You gotta bring it. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's actually sad. Like the fact that he brought
I
that
didn't
as
say
Hank, you have to admit the fact that he brings the trophy with him everywhere he goes. He's like,
Yeah,
hey,
hockey players would never.
it's me.
Oh.
That's different. The Stanley Cup is different.
He's like a guy who gets a puppy trying to get a chick.
Yeah,
I mean, if you guys won an NBA championship, you do the same thing.
it's me. Remember NBA champion Jason Tatum.
I would never bring the trophy anywhere, ever.
you wouldn't like follow the trophy around.
That's the Stanley Cup.
Got
Big
it.
difference.
Got it.
Way
Dummy.
different. Also, you can drink
That's the
out
best trophy in sports.
You can drink
dummy.
out of the Stanley Cup. What do you use the NBA, Larry O'Brien for? A giant dildo?
You think anyone's ever brought around the Lombardi trophy? People don't just bring that around.
Absolutely.
That's not like a traveling trophy.
No.
The Stanley Cup is the only traveling trophy. That's a fact.
I also don't think that you guys are arguing that you guys have aura. Like if the
True.
argument
I'm not.
is
I
Point.
do
who has
have
more
negative.
aura,
I'm
Big Cat or
negative.
Jason
I'm
Tatum, that
negative.
is not a good sign for
Well,
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and also I
Yeah,
might,
yeah,
I might,
yeah.
I might.
But the fact that you're walking into a party with the NBA championship trophy, it's like, hey, remember me, guys?
Yeah. Hey, to finish off the baseball talk, there is no worse trophy than the World Series. That trophy stinks.
Yeah, it's a bad trophy.
That trophy's just literally like, hey, how can we make a trophy that looks like it's going to break at any moment?
The coolest part about that trophy was when George Costanza dragged it around the parking lot
Yes.
and it broke everywhere.
That
I
was
was like,
its
yes,
moment.
that's what I want to see that trophy do.
It really is. It's really a blowout when you go from like the Stanley Cup to the World Series. Like the World Series trophy, the problem with it is it looks cool if it's in a glass container, but to actually celebrate with it, you can't celebrate with it.
Right. You
I'm
can't
not
do
a fan.
anything. You're going to fall down and hurt yourself with it.
Yeah, you're going
Now,
to break one of those flags.
I would say the crystal ball that they used to have for college football,
Yep.
great trophy.
That was a great
Bring that trophy back.
That was a great trophy.
I'd put that at power ranking number 2, actually.
We should do a Mount Rushmore.
I think we have.
Of trophies?
Yeah, but just be like, you get one pick.
Okay, you want to do
Okay.
impromptu?
Okay.
All right, I'll go first. Stanley Cup.
Lombardi.
Larry O'Brien.
Low man.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Good pander pick.
that was a good pander pick.
Yeah.
That was a good pander pick. Memes?
Memes panicking.
World Series is still there, memes. World Series is still there, memes.
Would a gold medal work?
No,
Not a trophy.
not a trophy.
World Cup.
What about like a rivalry trophy? Like
Yeah,
college
Paul
football
Bunyan's
yep,
axe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a good pick.
Oh, we could actually do this.
AVN.
All right, we'll do this. We'll do this at some point. Yeah, no, we absolutely could do this. Okay. Anything else before we do Who's Back of the Week?
I think we covered all the sports.
I think we got everything
Yeah.
caught up. Yeah. All right, let's do Who's Back of the Week. Who's Back of the Week is brought to you by our friends at Coors Light. Guess what? It is chill week. We are on our way to Tahoe. If you're listening to this on Monday, we're flying to Tahoe on Monday. We're going to do some chill stuff. We're going to talk to some athletes, some celebrities. We're going to get some great interviews to the AWLs. We're also going to enjoy the hell out of this golf tournament, which is going to be so much fun. And Chill Week is presented by Coors Light. Before all the hustle of football season, Pardon My Take is headed out west for our first ever Chill Week. We're still doing Grit Week, don't worry. But with the help of Coors Light, we'll be hosting interviews with fellow golf lovers in town, enjoying the summer fun that Tahoe has to offer, and most of all, choosing chill with Coors Light all week long. When the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged for a smoother finish. We love Coors Light. If you're traveling this summer, long lines at the airport, your buddy talking while you're trying to tee off, listen, Coors Light is there to chill you out. Tune in for our adventures at Chill Week, and don't forget to choose chill and reach for a Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Hank, who's back of the week?
My Who's Back of the Week is Wild.
Okay.
Shout out to Jake. I
Says
saw
a Bronny?
I saw a very
Oh.
I saw a very wild stat today. Speaking of golf,
Don't. What are you going to do? Okay, go ahead.
this is wild.
Well, we'll be the judge of that.
What is your stat about?
Living.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to talk about that stat that's going around that's very mean that just has every single Chicago sports team ranked this past year, and they're all in last place.
I wasn't. I'm pro Chicago. I want
It's a
Chicago
very-
sports to be well.
It's a very it's Bears last NFC North, Bulls fourth Central Division, Cubs last NL Central, Blackhawks last Central Division, White Sox last AL Central, 379 combined winning percentage.
Interesting they don't have the draft order on there, though.
That's true. Number 1 pick. Bulls had the 11th. Blackhawks had the 2nd.
Hank, are you going to address the necklace?
Oh yeah, I got my my Jaylen Brown necklace. I'm biostreaming chemicals into my insides without having the side effects of things like caffeine, So I get all the effects of them.
You don't like coffee?
It uses small musical frequencies to activate the cells.
Is that the buzzing we hear?
It's
No.
nanobots.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, it's awesome.
All right, so what's
you
your...
should get one, PFT.
I
Love it.
do want one very much. Can I get a hit of it?
You want some streams?
You look like, honestly, it looks cool. It looks stylish. Kind of like a dog shock collar, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dog shock collar. Yeah, it looks like some type of...
I keep thinking it's a visor that you're going to put on.
in the picture on the thing, like they had in the brochure, they had a lady that wore it like this. I don't know how you tighten it, but she had it around her head like a visor.
Oh.
Your hair grows fast.
It does.
Really?
Yo, let me get a hit. Let me get a hit.
All right, so what's your stat? It's not the insult stat. Yes, I saw everyone tag me saying, "Don't let me see this." I saw it many times.
For the last 3 years, each winner of the John Deere Classic has stayed in the same rental home in Illinois.
Whoa.
It's officially the trophy house. Davis Thompson, Sepp Straka, JT Poston.
How do you get this over your head?
In the same exact place?
Same rental home.
Holy shit.
That's wild, right?
That is wild.
Big tournament, a lot of big field, pretty random golfers.
That was about life?
What?
You said it was about life, the stat.
I said
Wild.
wild. I said golf.
Oh, golf.
So how much is that?
Oh,
place?
yeah, I think you said life, but you meant to say golf.
I think you said
Yeah.
living.
Yeah,
I think you said living and you meant to say golf.
Or
because-
living in the house. I don't know.
No, I
No.
think life is golf synonymous for you.
Living
Yeah.
is golf. If you can't
You
golf,
screwed
then
that up, and yeah.
I don't think
if you
so.
can't play
No,
golf,
you
But
said-
I believe
You
you.
said
I
life or
promise.
living, and you meant to say golf,
You said
and
li-
like,
you said it's about living.
yeah.
So you're like, if I can't golf, then I die.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, it's wild.
That is
That is wild. How much do you think they're going to be able to sell that house for next year?
I mean, yeah. I don't know how the bidding process goes for getting that house, but if you're playing in the John Deere and you're
You
not
should try to get it right
trying to
now.
do whatever you can to get in that house,
You could win it. You could win John
Yeah,
Deere.
rent it right now for next year. Man, I'm fucked up off this necklace.
I'll look into it. Yeah, it's good stuff, right? You're probably feeling much better.
Yeah, I'm feeling.
Hank,
awesome.
how excited are you for this golf tournament we're going to?
Put on my balls now.
It's
I'm
going
excited.
to be sick.
I'm very excited.
Also, we're not golfing. I had to break that to Hank today.
No, I thought you were. Well, no, this was about a video. I thought
Oh.
at one point you were golfing. I knew I
Yeah.
wasn't.
No,
golfing.
they
I thought
asked
you
us-
were
the-
golfing, and we were filming.
So the Tahoe, the Chill Week, we've always wanted to go to this tournament. There's like a ton of people we want to interview. It's going to be awesome. But so when we were setting this whole thing up, the American Century Celebrity Golf Tournament people have been super, super nice. We're like so pumped to be out there. They asked us if we wanted to play in the Pro-Am, and they're like, what are your handicaps? And I think we made the right decision. We're like, this is a bad idea because there's going to be a lot of people standing around and we might kill someone.
Yeah, that was our big nervous moment when we were thinking about doing the Pro-Am thing with Brooks last year at the Live Tour, where there are going to be people that are potentially standing on the sides of the tee box.
Yes.
And that's bad.
Yeah.
That's
so
bad.
we're not golfing, but we will be there. I think we're caddying for a couple of the guys. We're going to do some videos. We're going to get some awesome interviews for the AWLs, some like really awesome ones. I'm very excited about a bunch of them.
Are we allowed to take like celebrity shots
Maybe we can ask.
for the celebrities?
We can ask.
I think I've seen people do it.
Well,
Okay.
the problem is I don't know what the vibe. Like I think guys really want to win this. Like our
I thought the stuff you guys are doing is like the practice round day.
We
which
are-
is
yeah,
not
that
like
is,
it's
yeah.
not
But
like
still,
people
I-
want to win, but
Blake Griffin takes golf very seriously.
yeah.
I don't think he wants. Oh, did you guys see? I saw a TikTok account. They're bringing back honking in people's backswings, and it's so fucking
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
jackass.
Jackass when they bring the air horn up to the
Dude,
golf course. The best.
I love it so much. I watched an hour of these TikToks the other night. Just guys getting so angry and they would honk in the backswing, and someone else from the foursome would stand up and they would just like kind of fake them out, and they would still honk in their backswing, and then they drive off.
I used to do that when I was just driving by the golf course in my hometown when I was like a teenager. Just got my car. I would just drive by the golf course.
Oh.
And every hole, I would just lean on the horn. Because what are they going to do? They can't chase you.
You don't think it's funny, Hank? No, you don't. Which sucks because
It's
it's
funny.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Like, why can't baseball players, they swing when people are like honking and making noise and whistling in their backswing all the time? Why can't a golfer do it?
I think if people were cheering the whole time, that'd be one thing you can get used to. But the silence.
this sucks. That
You
don't
are
like
probably
this.
the same guy that said it's not cool when people post videos of them running over their friends with a golf cart.
Those videos are funny.
Those videos are very funny. Right. Honking in a backswing is funny.
Yeah.
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 He doesn't think
it's funny.
It's funny, but I don't want to say it's funny. Then it happens to you and it's not funny.
Because you don't think it's
no. If it happened to me, it'd be funny.
It'd be like, remember when I was shooting free throws and the kid just yelled out the window, Hank, that whatever, Patriots fucking suck.
Yeah.
I missed my free throw.
And it was funny.
Yeah.
That was a very funny moment. Yeah. Okay. PFT, your who's back?
My who's back of the week is Archie Manning.
Yeah.
Archie Manning's back. This was, I believe, on Wednesday of last week.
Mm-hmm.
The Clarion Ledger posted an article and a tweet, and it said, Archie Manning, Ole Miss football legend, dad of Eli, Peyton, grandfather of Arch, is 75.
Yeah.
Everybody thought that Archie Manning was dead.
I 100% did.
When you read that headline, you think, is dead at 75. And then you go back and you reread the headline, and you don't know what the fuck they're talking about with this art. Like, why is this an article?
Yeah.
You have to assume that Arch's 75th birthday is today.
No.
When you read that. Plot twist, it's not even his birthday. He turned 75 on May 19th.
Yeah.
So for some reason, they just decided to write an article about his age, his best life accomplishments, how you know him, and then just ended the sentence.
I guess they've been doing this.
Oh, this one newspaper?
Yeah. And then Florio took him to task. Big time, like, Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, so Florio has never pronounced anybody dead. Mike Florio announced that Terry Bradshaw died 12 years ago.
Listen, it's the Kevin Durant clickbait game.
It is.
What are you going to do? You got to get the clicks.
So, but it was a very funny headline because everybody thought that Archie Manning was dead for a second.
100% thought he died.
And then he's not dead. And listen, I don't want to get into talking about John Cena. He did announce that he was retiring from wrestling in the ring. But it would be cool if you were Archie Manning. You'd probably get some people saying nice things about you, and they're like, "Oh shit, he's still alive."
Yeah,
I stand by that take.
Do you think that if we had John Cena on at some point in the next year, which I think he's doing a year-long retirement ceremony, if we're like, "Hey, like, you think LeBron will retire?" He would say, "That's not funny to me."
Some people just retired recently.
I'm going through that myself.
Do we want to get him back on the show?
Sure.
Yeah.
John Cena?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think John Cena is one of those guests that we have on every 4 years. Just enough time passes that he just forgets that we exist. And then he comes back on. He's like, oh, these guys?
If he comes back on, we will definitely ask him how cool it was when people thought that you were dead for a second.
Yes.
That is a promise.
We'll run it back.
And we'll see what his reaction. It might be totally different.
Yeah, because unless he has someone die.
Yeah, we got to make sure that everyone around him is safe.
Yeah, but I definitely want John Cena back on. Because, he's in that list of, I don't think he has any idea who we are. Although that one time he did want to fuck my belly button.
Yeah.
But it's enough time passes where he's like, yeah, I'll do this podcast. And he doesn't realize till he's in the interview where he's like, shit, these guys again?
He does so much media, too, that there's a good chance that he might just forget.
Okay, we're going to try to get John Cena on. Talk about his retirement.
Come on the show, John Cena.
Yeah. Okay, my Who's Back of the Week. I have two. One is Joey Chestnut, still the GOAT. So on July 4th, I don't know if you guys watched. I did not. The Nathans.
I did not.
They didn't have it on in Greece for some reason.
The winner, who, listen, I feel bad for the guy because he basically, he didn't ask for this. He just went and won. He ate 58 hot dogs. Joey Chestnut, in 10 minutes, Joey Chestnut did an event with the troops. He ate 57 hot dogs in 5 minutes.
That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive. There's an asterisk around. Was it Berlusconi that won?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, big asterisk.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. That's not his fault. He just went and competed.
It does show us.
But it sucks because everyone's like, dude, that's not real.
Joey Chestnut is the biggest thief of joy. We've talked about the Tom Brady's of the world, the Patrick Mahomeses that have taken joy away from so many different good quarterbacks and good fan bases. Joey Chestnut is like that for anybody that's ever eaten anything.
Yes.
You'll never. These other guys are great eaters in their own right. And they'll never be known because they're not Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, no, it's a fact. All right, then my other Who's Back is, I guess, blowing up spots. I don't know if you guys saw this headline, but the Daily Mail on July 4th. I'll read a headline. Well, let's read a headline together. Meet Derek Blasberg, Hollywood socialite accused of fleeing Gwyneth Paltrow's Hamptons home after catastrophic diarrhea, who counts Jeff Bezos and Demi Moore as pals.
So basically, Gwyneth Paltrow got on the phone with the Daily Mail after this guy left and said, I want you to put an article about how bad his diarrhea was.
So I don't know if it was Gwyneth Paltrow because the whole article basically says this guy is so connected, but he's not like A-list. People don't really know who he is. And apparently the diarrhea was so bad, the story just like word of mouth got back to the Daily Mail. It's crazy. But he got, yeah, look, first of all, he tried to blame Ozempic, which is so funny that he's like, oh, I had Ozempic diarrhea. The internet was whipped into a frenzy last week when a blind item in a popular gossip newsletter claimed that Goop founder Paltrow had been faced with cleaning up someone's Ozempic-induced diarrhea at her home. Insiders later told Daily Mail Blasberg, once described as one of showbiz's most well-connected men, was the culprit and that he had conveniently blamed the incident on the popular weight loss wonder drug before allegedly fleeing the property. And then it goes on to say, it's not Ozempic. That's just what he told everyone, the insider said, before revealing how the secret made its way through the Hamptons set. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Gwyneth told Oprah, Jerry and Jessica Seinfeld, and Larry David. And then it went from there somehow through the grapevine to... So this guy's diarrhea was the talk of the town.
This is crazy. So this guy, Derek Blasberg, he has interacted with Gwyneth Paltrow in the past online.
They're friends.
And they're saying now it was not Ozempic related.
No, they're saying it's not Ozempic related, and then it basically became the talk of the town in the Hamptons, and then finally it ended up on the front page of the Daily Mail on July 4th, just blowing up this guy's spot. The guy's weird. They talked about Gwyneth Paltrow meeting him for the first time, and Paltrow admitted she had questioned if Blasberg was simply a professional hanger-on. When I first met him, I was a little dubious. I was like, are you a professional best friend to celebrities? And why are you everywhere at once? What's your deal? After 10 seconds, I fell completely in love with him. Sounds like she just fell for the professional hanger-on. She admitted
Exactly.
She's like, this guy is a professional best friend to celebrities. Oh, my God, I love him. Please don't diarrhea in my house.
This guy's got 245,000 Twitter followers. I would assume.
And now he's just diarrhea guy.
Now he's diarrhea guy.
Like, you could do everything. You could have all these friends. You could write, I think he's a journalist. You could write a book, but you do one bad diarrhea in Gwyneth Paltrow's house, you're diarrhea guy. Derek Blasberg, diarrhea
Maybe
guy.
If this Derek Blasberg guy is such a good friend to celebrities, maybe it was somebody else's diarrhea, and he's putting his hand up and taking the blame for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know, man.
Like, what if it's Gwyneth's diarrhea, and he's such a good pal? He's like, just tell Oprah it was mine.
But I think he is the exact guy. Like, that would be a normal thing for a regular person to do, but if his job is to be a professional hanger-on, you have to be like, diarrhea could ruin my whole career.
You don't want to be known as the guy that you can't invite over to your house.
He's got diarrhea. And now he's diarrhea guy. Like, forever.
Has he made any comment about this?
No, but I really want him to because I was thinking about it more.
This sounds like a notes app.
I think there are definitely some crimes that you could come back from faster than diarrhea in Gwyneth Paltrow's house.
Yeah. I mean, Marion Barry was arrested for smoking crack, and then he got elected mayor of D.C.
And he small drug paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive, but a DUI, like Justin Timberlake, that's going to be a blip on the radar. He's not going to be DUI guy.
I'd even say robbing a bank is kind of cool.
Tax fraud.
Yeah.
All these things, you can definitely bounce back faster than diarrhea in Gwyneth Paltrow's house.
And she had to clean it up.
She had to clean it up herself.
I'm going to go to his
Goop
website.
founder, Gwyneth Paltrow.
I'm going to go to his website and see what he advertises here. I mean, if I were him, I would just put on my own website, which is derekblasberg.com. I do not have diarrhea.
Right.
The diarrhea is fake news.
There was no diarrhea. And if there were diarrhea, it was Ozempic diarrhea. Because it's clear he's ashamed of it if he's blaming Ozempic.
This sounds like
Which is also just kind of think about that. It's like a fucked up just comment on our society that the guy was like, oh, he's not even overweight. And he's like, yeah, it's the weight loss drug I'm taking that caused the diarrhea. And no one was like, hey, why are you doing that? They're just like, nah, dude, that was your diarrhea.
This guy also might be paid by Manjaro.
True.
To say that Ozempic gives you such bad diarrhea that Gwyneth Paltrow will tell Oprah about it.
True. And it's pretty fucked up, this story, because then they just had like pictures of him and his partner and like their two kids being like, Blasberg welcomed his two children a couple of years ago, and it's the name of his kids in the diarrhea article.
You can also have diarrhea and then not make somebody else clean it up. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
Are we thinking just real bad stained porcelain, like got it all
no.
over the place?
I assumed that it was in the bed.
That he shit the bed.
I think he shit the bed. I don't think this was a bathroom thing. I think this was a bed thing.
He crapped in the bed, and then Gwyneth had to clean it up
all the way
change
to the
sheets.
bathroom, and then he just left. He hightailed it out of there. Man.
Derek,
All right.
come on the show.
Yeah, please come on the show. We won't call you. We'll introduce you as Diarrhea Guy.
Diarrhea
We'll
Boy.
not call you Diarrhea Guy after that. We'll call you DG. Max, do you have a who's back?
Not really.
Caleb Martin.
NASCAR.
Caleb Martin. Also
NASCAR.
Anthony Edwards being the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The clip where he said he's the number one option of
Yeah,
the
that was
USA
sick.
team.
NASCAR is back, though. We went to the race. It was awesome. It did rain. Also had one of the weirdest interactions Hank and I did. So we were at this thing beforehand, PFT, that was like a bunch of like athletes, celebrities, whatever. And
Which are always fun when it's random, like Super Bowl party when it's
yeah, it was
kinda
very
just
random.
bumping into people.
It was random. Like we bumped into like Dana White was there. I was just like, can we go to the Tunnel of Chaos?
Yeah.
But anyway, we see Stephen Coletti from Laguna Beach fame,
Mm-hmm.
and we're like, we gotta go say what's up.
Yeah, I got excited.
Before we could even say what's up, he went up to Hank and was like, hey, Hank.
That's cool.
So he's a PMT listener.
Oh, shout out him.
Sorry, he was a PMT listener.
Until
I went up to him and I was like, hey, what's up, man? He's like, hey, Big Cat. And I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm a J guy. And he was like, okay, that like I dated Kristen Cavallari like 20 years before. And I was like, yeah, but I wanted that clear that I'm a J guy.
from the get-go.
And it was so awkward. He was a good sport about it, but it was awkward.
That was such a moment in time.
Yeah.
The Laguna Beach era.
Listen, I'm loyal. I'm a loyal guy.
Yeah, and
I
it
want to
always
be loyal to my guys.
that. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of interactions we have with a lot of famous people, but it's always the people that when I was younger, like when I watched Laguna Beach, I was like 11, so walking past him and him being like, "What's up, Hank?"
Yeah.
I literally thought it was a different person. I
he's a
thought
cool
this
guy.
was Steven, but the fact that he's talking to me means it can't be Steven.
Steven, if you're listening to this right now, I apologize. I had to do that. I have no regrets, but I apologize for making it awkward. Thank you for listening. You're a cool guy. You're also a very good-looking guy. We also were told, this is not our finest moment, someone told us that CT of Challenge fame was there, and Hank and I both just started like going around like fucking drug dogs. We were just looking for him everywhere. Where is he?
Didn't find him.
Well, no, couldn't find him.
I kept hoping, like I was walking, being like,
Is he the guy that got backpacked?
Come on.
PFT.
I don't know. I never watched
You're
Challenge.
sick. He's sick.
I never watched the challenge.
He's sick. Did CT get backpack?
I didn't
No,
watch-
CT backpacked Johnny Bananas.
Oh, I thought Johnny Bananas.
And he tried to eat Adam's brains.
Oh, I thought Johnny Bananas backpacked CT.
There was one season
I got ball sacked.
There was one season where CT was just, he clearly, I don't think he was in the right headspace. He didn't want to be there. And he just beat the fuck out of the smallest guy within like the first 5 minutes of the season and got kicked out. He's like, I'm going to eat your brains.
You know what would be a good Mount Rushmore is Mount Rushmore of like celebrities that you had when you were younger that are just definitely not really celebrities to most people.
Yeah. No, it's just CT is.
Yeah.
CT for sure is a celebrity.
That the beer games made me think about that show and how like what we did for the beer games was similar to those shows where they would just get fucked up, but like it would just all play out.
Yeah, they would
like imagine like because those fights and like
Yeah.
those scenes where you're watching like how are these guys saying this and how is this happening every night? They're getting thrown in the pool. And
They
they're
just
doing all
ply
this
them with
dumb shit.
alcohol. Yeah. And they're just like, they basically put
and then
them in
wake
a
up
house.
and go do a challenge.
They put 'em in
and
a
then
house.
Get drunk again.
No cell phones, no TV, unlimited alcohol. Go.
It's a pretty easy formula.
It works every time.
No board games. They're never playing like Scrabble.
In the last interaction we had, the beef with Joey Logano is still on.
Good. Yeah, Joey Slogano.
Yeah, so I went up to him and I was like, hey, you blocked me on Twitter. Will you unblock me? He's like, well, what's your pitch for unblocking me? I was like, I actually don't have a pitch. If you unblock me, I'm just going to tweet you Joey Slogano.
Are you still blocked?
Yeah, I don't take back the Slogano thing.
You don't?
I am Denny. I'm a Denny guy. So if you feel like you need to not unblock me, no, I don't really care. I was just more asking, but I'm not going to take it back.
He doesn't
Like, if
care.
you-
But he doesn't care what you came up
No,
to
but if
because
you,
care.
well, if you unblock me, I'm going to call you Slogano like instantly.
So you know what you did. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so I'm not going to unblock you. I was like, that's fair.
Who was the NASCAR driver that came to the studio like a month and a half ago? Was it Chase?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Was it Chase? He just won the Cup?
Yeah, Chase.
Yeah, so we were playing golf with him in the simulator, and I don't really know that much about NASCAR, so making small talk, I was like, you know Joey Logano? He's like, yeah. I was like, how much of a dick is he in real life? And he like chuckled. I was like, I hate that guy. That's his like closest teammate.
Yeah.
Oops, hand up.
They are.
But he is slow.
He is
The
slow.
thing about Joey Logano, he's
Slowly.
fucking slow.
And
Ryan Blaney.
Ryan Blaney.
Ryan Blaney.
And I told him, I said to him, I was like, hey, when you're in your car today, just think about how slow you are, Slogano.
He is slow
And he was dead last for a while.
because he's slow.
Because he was like, damn,
I am slow.
that big cat guy was probably right. He probably doesn't know my name. But that guy who came up to me and asked me to unblock him, he was right. He's slow.
He's very slow.
But shout out NASCAR. We had a great time. We got to walk around the pit row. They do a great job. And they were very welcoming. What do you say, Hank?
No, it was just a cool big event in the city. It was like
Yeah, it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
they were driving the same streets we drive.
Yeah, they were.
I was driving the street on Friday, and I was like, look, I saw the fences on the side.
Were you doing turns?
I was like, I think I'm on the NASCAR track.
Yeah.
It is fun to pretend that you're driving NASCAR.
Oh,
Like talking to people in the pit.
also news that I got, we have 2 race simulators in this office that are yet to be built.
What?
Yeah.
I thought that we couldn't have simulators in this office, Hank.
Yeah.
I thought they were too big.
I thought we were getting one. I think we're getting one.
I think
might
we
be
have
delivering.
2.
Yeah, we might be getting one back.
What
We
the
have
fuck?
2. Spider was like, we got to build it. But I'm so excited for it.
If we get a massive, the U.S. Air Force wants to do a partnership with Barstool,
Yes.
then we will
Yes.
build an
How many
airplane.
enlisted-
I will sign up. Yeah, I'll enlist in the Air Force if they install
Take
it.
that back right now.
No,
Take that back.
Take
Yep.
that
no,
back.
no,
Take
no.
that
I want to
back.
be very clear about what I'm saying. If they install like a real world F-22 Raptor flight simulator in this office, I will enlist in the Air Force.
Take that back right now.
Are
What are you then going to drop out?
I'm gonna go
young
AWOL.
enough?
Am I what?
Oh, yeah, you might be too old.
I don't know what the rules are.
Shit.
I'll try to enlist. I'm tall enough.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you're. I think we might be too old. I don't think they'd take us anymore. That's kind of.
Why would they? Yeah.
Why would they?
Whoa,
Because I'm an excellent
hey.
pilot. Oh, this was weird. On my flight back from Greece, we land, and then the pilot gets on the speaker, right? And he goes, I want you guys to notice that awesome landing that was just pulled off by our co-captain on this flight. He's my son.
Oh.
This was our first father-son flight. It was like a little LeBron Bronny.
Yeah, a little nepotism.
Nep-
Oh no, you're
Nepo
good.
baby.
You got 3 years.
Okay, there we go. If we get an F-22 Raptor flight simulator in this office, I will enlist in the Air Force. Has to be full.
They take 39-year-olds?
17 to 42, Air Force.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Army's 17 to 35, Coast Guard 17 to 41.
Yeah. Dude, if it flies, it dies.
Okay. Let's get a simulator. Yeah, we have a racing simulator coming up.
Marines 17 to 28.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Okay, let's get to our interview with Joe Burrow. This interview is brought to you by Body Armor Sports Drinks. Real hydration, real ingredients, packed with electrolytes, vitamins, and nothing artificial. Body Armor Sports Drinks has all your hydration needs covered. Sports Drinks, light, zero sugar, Flash IV, and of course, Sport Water. Body Armor Sports Drinks are available at all major retailers, Walmart, Amazon, etc. Go get Body Armor right now. It's the greatest drink ever created. Okay, we now welcome on a very, very, very special guest, one of our good friends. You can't tell this history of Pardon My Take without this man. It is Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback. First of all, great to see you, Joe.
Great
It's
to see
been
you
too
guys.
long.
Yes, it has.
I actually want to compliment you at first because I think we haven't had you on since 2022. So before we do interviews, I always try to like look and see if someone's on another podcast. You basically only do this podcast. You did one other.
I've done one other podcast.
Yeah.
But I have gone off the podcast train for a while.
Yeah. You're ride or
And
die.
I think I've done your guys' podcast
This will be the third time.
This
yeah.
will be the third time.
Yeah.
And I think I've done a total of 4.
Okay. So I just want to say I see it and
Yes.
I appreciate it
There you
very
go.
much.
Welcome home.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Also, I want to compliment you. I don't know if the cameras caught this, but right when the interview started, Joe fixed his hair, and then
Got the thing?
the
Got the
thing fell
Superman
down naturally. Does your hair thing fall down naturally?
It does, yeah. I get out of the shower, I push it all back, and then that thing goes right there.
It goes
Yeah.
rogue. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yes.
So we were going to interview Orlando Brown before you. We didn't get a chance to do that, so I'm going to ask you the first question I was going to ask to
Okay.
Oh,
Orlando
good.
Brown.
This is a good
That's
interview
okay.
trick. Yeah.
Has Joe gotten too Hollywood now that he's doing fashion shows in Paris?
Some might say I've gone Hollywood. I went Hollywood for a week,
Yeah.
and now it's time to walk in for
Yeah.
football. So
Yeah.
I think I'm allowed 1 week of Hollywood, if that's...
Yeah, I
and
think so.
I actually respected your answer when you said, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah,
Try something new.
it's definitely out of my comfort zone.
Does that just mean that isn't Paris? That's just wearing suits with no back?
That's,
Is that what that
that's
is?
all the above, man.
You think
that's all the above?
Are the bros going to be wearing backless suits this
I
fall,
think
you
so.
I think backless suits are in.
Good. I'm in. I'll wear
I think
one.
you guys should wear backless suits
Yeah.
for some whatever event
If
you guys have
you-
The
next.
takeys.
Maybe the takeys.
And
That
you-
sounds good.
It doesn't even have to be. It can you just cut it back out of a suit. You don't even have to like make it
Yeah.
tailored.
Yeah.
Just cut it.
It is showing your range that you were. What was that? Was it Paris Fashion Week?
It was Vogue World Fashion Show. Yeah.
And now
Paris
to
Fashion
pardon
Week.
my take.
Yeah.
Two of the highest of high class.
Yes, I agree.
High society.
Yeah.
Wait, so what happened when you showed? Did you know you were wearing a backless suit?
I showed up and they gave it to me, and I said, "Sure, why
Okay,
not?"
That's cool.
yeah.
Have you been roasted any group chats with the boys?
I've been roasted in just about every group chat I could possibly be roasted in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Whoa.
you did look cool when you did it.
I
Yeah.
did look cool, and I was fully prepared for all of the criticism and roasting I knew was coming my way.
Listen, I'm just gonna throw this out there. If you ever need us, like we could be like a tag team partner. You tag us in, you just throw us in your group chat for like a day, and we just roast back, and then you can kick us out.
I'm all for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't
actually
even have
he
to
looks
say.
cool.
You don't even have to say who it is. Just like bring in a new number, and then let that person go to town until they kick us out.
Yeah,
I'm
which
with
be like
it.
Like, I'm
backless
down.
suits are in. I don't know if you guys are losers for not realizing.
I'm
that.
with that.
Big time.
All right, so I read a report that you are that you are bigger and stronger than in years past.
Correct.
You are.
Yes.
How much bigger and stronger?
10, 15 pounds ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And stronger.
Stronger.
How do we
how much
quantify
stronger?
that?
Yeah.
You tell me. How do you want me to quantify
You
it?
look so strong.
How many push-ups can you do?
I haven't done any push-ups with my wrist this year.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fair. Bad question by me.
Squats.
Squats. Yeah, I could squat a little more.
How much stronger do you feel?
I feel a lot stronger.
Like if you were 100% strong 2 years ago, what are you now?
120% strong.
That's good.
Joe Burrow. So that's a headline right there. Joe Burrow feels 120% strong.
There you go.
That's good. Yeah. There was a moment a couple months ago when I feel like half the internet got tricked and they thought that you had really long hair.
I know. I wish I had that hair.
Remember
Yeah.
that?
I don't have the patience for that hair.
Yeah, I was like, do these people not see pictures of Joe Burrow where they know that his hair was never in like that in between phase? I
Yeah.
think he just showed up one day with like a Beatles haircut.
Yeah, I could have got some extensions, I guess, but that was a pretty sick mullet.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It did look good on. Was it the Star Wars haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, but I was also shocked by how dumb people online were to get. Everyone felt like legitimate news breaking NFL accounts were like, "Wow, look
There's
at
a lot
Joe's new look."
Lots of lies about me out there, I would say.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest lie about you is?
Well, I had a bunch of people hit me up this week asking me if I was turning 30 this year,
Uh-oh.
and that's just not even close.
How old are you?
27.
Okay. Yeah, because
I
this
guess-
happens to us. People call us 40 and we're actually 39 and a half.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
So it's crazy that people would do that to you.
I wonder how that rumor got started. Did you know that Joe Burrow is 30?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably a rival fan base because I've
Probably.
been thinking about like Jordan Love. I obviously hate the Packers, but I've been thinking about just saying Jordan Love is about to turn 30 because I think he's in his 4th year.
He's in my class.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think I could get away with that, just being like, yeah, if you want to sign a
You
guy
can
who's
get-
about to be turn 30.
You can get away with just about anything on Twitter these days, I'd say.
Well, also he went to school in Utah in the state, so some people might be like, "Oh, he probably went on his mission overseas."
Yeah.
Right.
He's 32 years old.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Jordan
This
Love is
some-
actually 32 years old.
Wait,
yeah.
so you're 27. When's your birthday?
December.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to be 27 for the majority of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You're still, and quarterbacks, come on, 27 is
I
young.
got a good 10, 15, I would say,
Oh.
left in me.
Is that the plan? Like 15 years?
15, 42.
See how the career plays out until then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw an interview of you where you said that you were thinking about maybe trying to join the USA flag football Olympic
Yeah, that'd be
team.
sick, wouldn't it?
Yes.
We need you because we just lost to Japan.
Who? What?
The U.S. lost to Japan
In what?
in
Football.
flag football today.
No, we didn't.
I think it was real football.
Was it real
I
football?
think it might have been real football.
So the world's catching up. So I think it was like 41-20. They kicked our ass.
Wow.
yeah,
So
That's real. That's real.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
We also could use it in handball if you want to do that.
I'll stick to the football shaped.
Okay, because handball you dominate.
Yeah, I don't know the rules of handball, but
It's
I'm
literally a
confident I
ball.
could pick it up.
Yeah, you
just
throw it in
throw.
a goal.
It's water polo without
yes,
water,
horses.
right?
Yeah.
and we have a long feud with the handball community because they're like, no chance could U.S. win. I'm like, dude, yes, Joe Burrow could be an awesome handball player.
Yeah, if all the best athletes just trained handball from when they were 5,
Right.
Exactly.
like LeBron,
Not even. I think-
LeBron and
Yeah,
KD and Miles Garrett playing handball.
yeah.
They actually call traveling in handball, so LeBron maybe not. But yeah, Miles Garrett. I feel like that dude could do just about any sport.
Oh, I got the biggest lie told about you. People use you as the NBA to NFL, NFL to NBA debate. They're like, Joe Burrow could drop 20 because I think you might have said that.
I could spot up in the corner and hit some threes. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not guarding those guys, and I'm not dribbling, and they're going to steal it from me. But I could play with LeBron and stand in the corner and
Stand in the corner.
shoot a couple threes.
yeah. So if you have to bring the ball up, it might be a problem.
That would be a problem.
Defense?
I mean, I could play great team defense.
Okay.
But
I
I'm
like
not
that.
That's
playing
good.
Yeah.
any
Top of the
individual.
zone.
Yeah, I'm very
defense.
confident in your defense.
Yeah,
now. Yes.
like I'll get everybody situated in the 2-3 zone, but
Call out picks.
yes, like I'll be standing in the corner guarding the guy in the corner,
Yep.
and then I'll go to the other corner and do my thing in that corner.
And
I'll
hit
just
a
go
shot.
corner to corner.
Yeah,
I did notice that you got a small look in your eye when you found out that we lost to Japan. Like, I think you really want to play
I think
for
that's
the Olympic team.
disappointing.
Yeah.
I really want to play for the Olympic flag football team. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be awesome.
like me, Jamar, Justin.
Now you're just naming your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and my friends out there playing flag football.
Well, it's funny
in the
because like,
Olympics.
if Joe's a guy that could be like, yeah, me and like my best friends could beat anybody in the world in football.
It's true.
which is a cool thing to say.
That's a very
Yeah,
cool
that'd
thing
be
to say.
I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can do it. I mean, we can't lose. We can't lose the gold medal the first time that we have that in the Olympics. It just can't.
Yeah,
happen.
that would be embarrassing.
I had another question for Orlando here. Orlando, who's the best quarterback that you've ever played for? So he's played for Lamar, Joe,
Mahomes,
and Patrick
and
Mahomes.
Joe. Yeah.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
It's a fair answer.
I like that answer. Or do
Time
you
will
think?
tell.
Do you think people have forgotten about Joe Burrow?
I believe that.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get hurt, though. You don't play football, people forget about you.
Yeah. Which I like the spot you're in right now because I feel like
I love the spot I'm in.
yeah, like AFC, everyone's like, oh well, you know, Josh, Lamar, and Patrick, CJ Stroud. It's like you're forgetting one guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But again, that's part of the game. If you're not out there and people aren't watching you, then there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give people to talk about something
Yeah.
to talk about this year. I'm excited about it.
I feel like the spot that you were in last year must have been tough for you because I don't know how involved you were with the team as you're on the sidelines, but being in that situation where your team's playing meaningful games and you just want to be out there and you're just like chomping at the bit, unable to be there. I feel like that has to take a small toll mentally, at least, right?
Yeah, very difficult, but I would say, this injury was different than my previous ones because, it was my wrist. So I was like, I couldn't throw and I couldn't do my job, but I could still grind in the weight room and get all my workouts in. And so my off season started, 10 to 12 weeks earlier than everybody else's. And so I think that gives me kind of a leg up on the year, but definitely watching your guys go out there and play meaningful football is tough. But I was excited for Jake because
Great family.
Great move by you
Great
to give
family.
your suite up.
Yeah.
So that
That was a great
We-
switch.
see
I'm not
Jake's
using. I'm
girlfriend.
not using it. So why would
Yeah.
I not give it to him?
No,
There's
you did
reason
America
to.
a favor.
that was one of
Yeah.
those moments
It was
where we
wonderful.
forget that we actually have a big podcast because we complimented Jake's lovely girlfriend, and then I was like, I wonder if he's a fan, and then I saw he followed us. I was like, hey man, great game. And he's like, yeah, I'm a listener. Day one. I was
you
like,
guys.
okay, no, we were very nice.
Yeah, we were very
We were
polite.
appropriate.
Okay.
But that was nice of you to give him the suite.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
So we talked about this before we sat down, but this is the day after Beer Olympics. Me and Big Cat are sweating out Coors Light right now. We're replenishing with Body Armor, which is great.
Shout out Body
we're
Armor.
getting
Yes.
very hydrated. But every time we interview, it feels like we are at death's door.
The first time we definitely were. Well, maybe not quite because I was still feeling pretty good from the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We weren't.
Yes.
You remember
Yeah.
PFT's question that went nowhere?
It was a great. I was actually trying to remember that on the way over, and I was like, "How awesome was it that this year you just like beat every team and you just destroyed every team?" But in the true spirit of that, I asked Hank to write a question for this interview
Because he's hurting.
Hank is like 100 times worse than we are right now. And it took Hank an hour and a half. I had to remind him constantly, like, "Hey, you got to get a question to me." It took him an hour and a half, and this is the question that he came up with. And it's not even a question. It's just like Joe Burrow likes to sit crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
So that's Hank's question.
That's Hank's comment.
Yeah. So you like crisscross
That's his
applesauce?
comment.
I
I'm
guess.
pro. Yeah, that's how I've always kind of sat.
Mhm.
It's just my external hip rotation is probably better than most.
Okay.
And
I don't
so
even know what that means.
crisscross applesauce is comfortable for me.
So like when we're sitting like this, does this mean that we have good external?
Oh
hip
yeah, you're
rotation?
probably crisscross applesauce guy.
I could be.
I just sit like this because I
You
want
don't
people
look
to
like
think
you don't look like a crisscross applesauce.
I just
guy.
want people to think I have big balls, so I can't sit like this. But I can sit like this, so you can. I just let everyone know.
What do you think about that guy right there, Max?
Yeah, that's how he sits.
Crisscross
He looks-
applesauce.
Yeah, he
That's
looks
a
like a
crisscross
sumo
king.
wrestler. He's our little big baby.
he looks great.
What I said at the start though was true. The we can't tell the story of Pardon My Take without Joe Burrow, because that was, I would say, one of the funnest interviews we've ever done.
Yeah.
And one of those moments that like we point to him as we go through our history, and we're like, that was a big break, that was a big break. But getting to interview the Heisman Trophy winner, national champion, 6 hours after you won a title.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you, and also, would you do the same if you ever win a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Locked
sure.
in.
Why
Locked
not?
in. Nice work,
Okay,
Big
yeah,
Cat.
that was
That's
good. I
always-
got
It's only
that.
right.
I got that. I got
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I did love how in that interview, Coach O was still in coach mode, and he was like walking around the hotel lobby, like screaming at players that they're going to miss the bus.
Yeah.
And they're like, "We
Yeah.
don't care if we miss this bus."
Coach
right now."
O was not letting anybody miss the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still keep in touch?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's down in he's living in Miami right now doing his thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we stay in touch. He's a great friend.
By the way, I did a bad job of asking that question. Will you come on Pardon My Take the morning after when you win a Super Bowl?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I said if.
Yeah. When you win a Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
when you win a Super
Yes.
Bowl sounds better.
I feel like maybe this year. We'll just pencil that in. for
Yeah,
this
okay.
year.
all
We'll
right,
say
yeah,
that. You don't have to say that. out loud.
We could stay an extra day. New Orleans.
Joe's. He's.
New-
Oh my
wouldn't that
God!
be
It's perfect.
serendipitous?
It's perfect.
I don't even know if that's the right word.
What a storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was also trying to think, because we need to figure out how to recover better as human beings from nights like last night. And I remember reading something that you go to bed every night at 8 p.m.
During the season.
during the season.
During the
you're-
season.
So in the off season, you stay up later as a treat.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't watch Monday Night Football?
I do watch Monday Night Football, but I'm in bed.
Oh, so you
that
go to
was
bed,
smart.
but you don't go to sleep.
I don't
get
I
in
don't watch
bed.
the full game. I'll watch like the first half, but
Okay.
I am asleep probably by 9:30.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because in the fall that would make more sense. I was thinking that in the springtime, it's like it's fully light outside. You can't go to bed.
I'm up. I've got some gaming nights that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off season, I'm enjoying life a little more for sure.
I'm always jealous of people who can go to bed early.
Yeah.
It's like a superpower.
I mean, I'm pretty dang tired during the season. I would
Yeah.
say.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it is a superpower, because even if I'm tired, I'm like, I got to squeeze the last hour out of this day doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then it hurts me on the other
It
side.
definitely hurts you in the
Yeah.
morning.
Football season's tough for us too.
Yeah.
But we
very
just we
tough.
can't go to bed early.
Yeah.
So it's probably harder on us than it is
Yeah.
on you.
It's actually
Maybe.
way harder.
Bold
What would you
take.
say to Ohio State fans that try to claim you?
I didn't play football there. I mean, I practiced football there. But
Did a lot of practicing.
I did a lot of practicing and lifting.
You graduated.
running. I graduated. I would say I usually tell people that I went to school at Ohio State and I played football at LSU.
That's good. I like that.
I got a lot better from practicing at Ohio State, but I didn't get to play, so I don't really say that I
Right.
played
Uh-huh.
there.
I think that's a
if that
fair
makes sense.
answer.
I still have relationships there that, to this day, that I care about in that building, but I didn't play there.
Yeah. LSU is your playing home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you feel anything when Michigan plays Ohio State?
not as much as the LSU rivalries, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never
I think
lost
so.
to Michigan, right?
No, we were 3-0 when I was there.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Joe Burrow.
Very interesting.
never lost to Michigan.
Yeah.
But that maybe that's what Ohio State fans. You can't claim Joe Burrow, but you could say we never lost with Joe Burrow.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is Jamarr Chase open right now?
He's always open.
Always open.
Yeah.
Always open.
Is there ever a moment where he's like, dude, I'm open, and you're like, I got it. I understand. Please stop telling me I get it.
No, I love when receivers come and tell me that they're open, because if they're open, that usually means they are. So I'm gonna try to throw them the ball.
Yeah. But he's always open.
I mean, yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
If he's coming to the sideline and telling me something, I'm gonna listen to that guy and I'm gonna throw him the ball.
Yeah.
Because it usually works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we work on this podcast. Big Cat's always open.
I'm open.
So I can kick it right now to Big Cat.
And
Touchdown.
I could be like, yeah, hey, Joe, remember when you said that players should taunt? I agree with you.
Why can't I don't really understand.
Always open.
I think if you're getting paid to play football, you can taunt. I'm all for not taunting in college and high school, but once you get paid to play, I think we should be able to taunt, and nobody's going to get their feelings hurt. Like, we're all big boys. Mm-hmm. We're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And if you're in the locker room and you hear the stuff we say to each other in there, it is a million times worse than, like, pointing at a guy and being like, first down, you know?
Yeah.
Like
That's the part I think a lot of the media misses is, like, a locker room, when you go through the trials and tribulations of a football season, like, it's not a regular – you're not going to a 9-to-5 work job.
Yeah.
And I always get upset with the anti-taunters where I'm like, you're asking these guys to put their bodies on the line, play a super physical game, an emotional game, and none of these guys know how long their career is going to be. Why can't they get the most out of it in every way?
I agree. And you don't see all, like, the little interactions that you have with other players throughout the game that can kind of build tension. And so, like, people are talking shit the whole game that you don't see. And so when you make a play on that guy, just like if you're playing backyard basketball and somebody's talking shit to you, you're going to taunt that guy if you score on him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to taunt somebody if he's talking shit and then I go make a good play. And I'll give you a quick story. So when we beat the Chiefs in 2021 in the AFC Championship, I posted a picture, cardiac glasses, I won't even peek at you. Lil Baby, shout out Lil Baby. And then the next year, Chris Jones gets a sack to basically clinch the game, and he runs up to me after and yells, cardiac glasses, I won't even peek at you.
Yeah.
And I just smiled and like dapped him up. I was like, you got me. Like,
That's awesome.
great. I love that shit.
Right.
Like, why not?
Or like
Give it and take it. Yeah.
when Angel Reese did that to Caitlin Clark, that you can't see
Yes,
me.
that's
When
great.
you use somebody's own taunt against them, that's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what sports is all about.
That's why
that is
horn-
what sports is all about.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why going to Texas sucks, because everyone's just going to horns down.
Give
Like,
you
that's,
something
you
weird.
just
I don't
open
know.
yourself up.
I don't know why they get so offended about that.
It only makes it worse.
Yeah, it only makes it worse.
'Cause it's like,
and it
yeah,
makes us want to
this-
do it even more.
Yeah, this bothers me. Okay, horns down again.
They like had the Big 12 write it specifically into their rule book.
Yeah,
that
that's
you can't
weird.
do horns down.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
They're
We were
like
doing
protect-
horns down when we played them.
Yeah, and I feel like in the SEC, I have an idea that the SEC is not going to cater everything towards Texas football like
Correct.
the Big 12 used to.
I
Correct.
sure hope they don't ban horns down in the SEC.
Yeah.
Now, when a receiver spins the ball after making a catch, now that's taunting.
Well, they gotta
Throw that
warm
guy-
their hands.
Arrest
They
that
warm their
guy.
hands.
Throw him out of the game.
Yeah.
That was the funniest when Roger Goodell was like, the spinning of the ball is now a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Yes.
That was when was that?
It was, I feel like 10 years ago.
Oh, a
they
long
made
time
it.
ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember when Randy Moss fake mooned the
Oh, yeah.
crowd?
We
Disgusting
give Joe
act.
Buck shit about that to this day.
Was that Joe Buck?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. He gets mad
That
at us
was
when we bring it up.
Disgusting.
Yeah, disgusting act.
He admits that was like his biggest misstep in the booth. He really regrets saying that, but it's very funny that his biggest regret is like making fun of a guy taking his pants off.
Yeah.
I think I might maybe if I get a rushing touchdown this year, I might bring back the fake moon.
That would be
Yes.
awesome.
It's got to be on the road though.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
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 Do it against Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Oh, do it against
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, speaking of Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah, hold on. I had one question about
Okay.
the taunting real quick. I heard you say once that you won't start the shit talking, but if someone shit talks to you, you'll go back at them.
Yeah, I don't usually start it.
Have there been games where there's just no one ever shit talk you?
Yeah, definitely.
Does that not like do you find yourself missing like a little edge?
Yeah, it's not quite as fun
Right.
without shit talk.
We shouldn't have done this because now people are going to just never shit talk you. You might have to change your policy. You might have to start shit talking.
The thing is,
first.
sometimes I don't know what to say first.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not great at like coming up with shit talk to say on the fly. But if somebody says it to me, then I get my wheels turning a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, at what point does the line cross between just like saying, "Oh yeah," after a play and then shit talk?
Yeah. Well, if I start it and then they don't say anything back to me, I kind of just feel like a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because it's got to be a two-way street. I can't just be out there like spouting nonsense to the world.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. I got a very important question for you. Do you have aura?
I don't know what that means.
Yep, that
Yes,
means you do.
dude, he
that
has
was a
Joe
perfect
Burrow's-
answer to it.
Joe Burrow's got the
You
most
have the aura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
You say I got it. I got it.
You're doing it more. This
Yeah,
is
this
even
is-
more aura.
we're
You're
getting
just
out-aured.
You're spitting out aura at us right now.
Okay.
Stop. That's too much aura.
Yeah, no, I think Joe's one guy that you can say in the NFL. That's an aura guy.
Dude,
you just
definitive
know,
aura.
You know it when you see it.
Right.
Jaden Daniels, aura.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
You like Jaden Daniels?
I like
he's
Jaden
going to be a good
Daniels.
quarterback.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be really good. I like his motion.
Oh, I like that. Did you see his elbow though? There was a picture
No.
of his elbow. He had I don't know if it was bursitis or whatever. It was like all funky looking. But I'm excited to have him because I always go back to a Miami Dolphins Washington football team 2-point conversion back the year before you were drafted.
Yeah.
And if we had lost that game, we would have drafted Joe Burrow to the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
And
Your
that's a
life would have
big
rocked.
sliding. My life would have been so awesome. Your life maybe not so great. Just I know you don't like that field.
I got hurt on that field. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
That
don't
field.
like that field.
That
but-
field has been the site of a lot of major
Yes.
injuries.
Alex
which
Smith.
what are your thoughts on that?
The field needs to go.
Yeah.
I'm anti that.
I remember the grass being great.
So the grass is good, but sometimes they do this thing where they just spray kitty litter down on it, and then they spray paint the kitty litter.
Yeah, they do that in
green.
Pittsburgh
Oh,
because
really?
All right. Jerry, come on over.
Pitt sometimes the college team Pittsburgh plays on Saturday,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then we get there on Sunday, and we're like, "What is all this sand?"
Right.
Yeah,
I guess it's kitty litter.
Yeah.
I
Kind of
hope
the
it's
same.
not, but
Low
the same
class,
deal.
low class field, low class organization, Jerry. I
No.
said it.
but if you're ever interested in coming to Washington, we would love to have you.
All right, Jerry. So Jersey Jerry, diehard Steelers fan. He said he has 2 questions. He said the third question he couldn't ask.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask the third one.
okay.
I just don't think it'll fly.
Okay. Let me read it. Do you have it?
I think
I
you should
deleted it,
ask.
no.
the
Oh, you
third one.
deleted it. Okay. You can type it when you go back. Here, whisper it to me. Whisper it to me real quick. No, you can't ask that question.
Okay, ask me after.
I'm protecting you. Yeah.
Here we go. And thank you, PFT and Big Cat, for flying me out here for this. When you played,
You were with us yesterday.
Well,
we didn't
well,
fly you specifically.
I went home yesterday. You
I know, but
we-
you were with us.
we
Okay.
flew him out.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. When you play the Steelers, can you feel T.J. Watt's presence on the outside? And if so, what does it feel like?
Yeah, I can definitely feel TJ is a unique player in this league. There's no other defensive lineman that I have to treat like a DB. Like I have to be conscious about where he's at because he's just going to jump up and catch it.
Yeah.
And there's nobody else that can do that.
So
Yeah.
would you say he's like? Is he more of a threat than Myles Garrett? You would say?
I mean, I'm not going to
Fair.
He just
Say
goes around. Miles Garrett
that.
lives in
It's just a different
fair.
you have to be alert for him in the pass game, which
Yeah.
is very unique, I would say.
Take the compliment.
I love that.
I am.
that
I'm gonna take
Jerry's question was literally, "What's it like feeling T.J. Watt behind you?"
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Sure. And my last question is that's actually a good question. I think.
Okay.
Would you rather win the Super Bowl this year, you play like shit in it, but you never play football again, or go to the Super Bowl for the next 5 years, you lose every time in the Super Bowl, but you win 5 straight MVP awards?
Ooh. Wait, he can't play football after he wins the Super
No.
Bowl?
his career's done.
I'm one and done.
That's it.
That's
So-
fucked up.
But it's the next 5 years, and then I can continue to play after that.
No.
You're saying he's done playing football.
Done playing football for good, but you go out win the
But
Super Bowl.
Wait, Jerry, it's not like nothing happened to
But
him.
if I win 5 straight MVPs, and then I could go out the 6th year and win the Super Bowl.
Yes. Tough one.
that
That's
is
a one.
tough. It's basically guaranteed Super Bowl have to retire at 28 or
31.
no, but he doesn't have to
No,
retire.
no, he
after
doesn't have
that.
to
He can
retire
still
then.
win a Super
Nobody's
Bowl.
30.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
gonna
yeah.
bet on myself in that 6th year and take the.
I love that.
I love that. That's a good
love
answer.
that.
That's a good
Yeah.
answer. Thank you, Joe.
That's a good answer. Oh, do you want to game with him? What games do you play?
Yeah, what game? Yeah, we play
I've
Call
been
of Duty.
gaming. No, I don't play Call of Duty.
Come
There's
on, Jared.
Too many. There's too many. Like I'll hop on there. I'm a riot shield guy.
Oh my
and
god, those are the worst guys.
so I can't shoot with anybody on that game because I'll hop on like once every couple weeks and everybody's already grinded like 38 straight
Yeah.
hours and
Yeah.
they know all the camping spots and they know all the head glitches and so I get killed, like I get spawn killed and then I just get demoralized and I don't play. But I haven't been playing this one because I got to level 55 and then there's an unlock challenge to unlock the riot shield.
Yes.
And I can't do the unlock challenge to unlock the riot shield, so then I gave up.
Fair.
But would you game with Jerry if you guys?
Would you game?
Yeah, I'd game with you.
All right.
Love that.
All right, you'd game with them?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay,
yeah.
so I asked that specifically because before we got here, I said, "Are you going to ask Joe if he'd game with you?" And Jerry said, "I'll never game with a Bengal."
No.
And then the minute he's in front of your face, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll game with you." It's that tune changed very quickly. He was like adamant, like, "I'll never game with Joe."
That's
Burrow.
funny.
What other games do you play?
Really, the only game I'm playing right now is my friends from home play pro clubs on FIFA.
Okay.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, I've been playing a little bit. That's kind of it.
Yeah. Is that like what you do to unwind?
Used to be, not much anymore.
Yeah. Are you getting more comfortable being famous?
I am. I would say
I think
so.
I
It's
think
very
you are as well.
difficult
Yeah.
sometimes, but I'm starting to just like not really give a shit anymore, which I think is good. And it's just a very odd life, and so I'm starting to be a little more open because it became exhausting to try to keep as many things private as I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, I mean, I can sense that you are. It's also, I always like appreciated that you kind of were open. You're like, yeah, being famous is weird because a lot of people are famous and like, this is the best thing ever. It's like, it can't be the best thing ever.
So I wear sunglasses indoors because I'm a people watcher.
Yep.
And now when I people watch, everybody's looking at me, so I make eye contact with everybody in the room.
Yeah.
And that is just the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
then
the
that
world.
is weird.
Then like every time you look around, you get that like jump in your stomach of
Yeah,
they
like, why are
caught
you
me
looking at me over
them.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're
Guy in the corner?
indoors too.
Yeah. We get the people watch us.
Yeah.
We have infinite more fame than us.
Ours is more like, what's that freak doing? In
Yeah.
here?
Or-
he should not be here.
The best way I ever described it is every bar we ever walk into is a gay bar just for us. That's it.
Yeah.
Every dude turns around and every girl's like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is that?
I do empathize with women and understand what they must go through.
Yes.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I say the same thing. I sometimes feel like a hot chick
Yeah.
when I go out.
Yeah.
Because
everyone just
guys are
turns
just
up-
looking at me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's here.
Yeah, you're like, but in that equation, you're like a New York 10. we're like a
Yeah.
Indianapolis 5.
Sure.
Yeah, but
Whatever you say.
And the girls in our situation are like, who are these losers?
Yeah.
I would imagine the girls in your situation are like, Joe Burrow, will you marry me?
Yeah.
A little different.
Yeah, it is weird though when you talk about fame. I don't think that the human brain was ever set up to have millions of other people have opinions about you.
No.
Right? So there's nothing in human history where millions of people could even know your name. And now you've got like enemies, you've got haters, you've got people that love you that have never met you. And it can be very, very overwhelming to be
Yes.
able to process that. And the fact that you've reached the point where you realize, you understand, I don't have to give a shit about any of this is a big thing. I think it's a cool step to make. Also, you're not that active on social media, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't
So that helps.
really enjoy that part
Very
of it. I'm
smart.
starting to be a little more active, I would say, because I was pretty active back in the day. Like in high school, I would make some like funny tweets or some funny vines
Take
when
a picture
Vine was a
in
thing.
Cleveland Cavs jersey.
Yeah, like something like that.
That's a great picture.
And so I'm starting to do a little more of that because I kind of enjoyed that, but I just stopped because like social media is weird when you're in my position.
Yeah. Because no
but-
matter what you say, everyone's be like, "Oh, that's like." There'll
Yeah,
be
like,
a
"Oh,
group
fuck
of
that
people be
guy."
like, "Yeah, what the fuck?"
Yes, but I would also say I can tell or I can see why some people go crazy,
Yeah.
especially like people that get famous when they're like 12 or like 13 or 14.
Yes.
And I empathize with that. I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. I mean, I think that also your perspective is probably a lot based on your path because you went to Ohio State and you weren't the starter and you got to live that. And then you obviously blew up at LSU, but you got to see both sides. Where if you had gone to Ohio State and was a Heisman Trophy winner your first
Yeah.
year, you might have a different perspective. on it.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be the person I am today. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I got to live the backup quarterback lifestyle back then, and that was fun. Got that out of my system, and then I was able to lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting's a lot more fun. I would
A lot
imagine.
more fun.
I would love to be backup though.
I would love
It
to be
seems
a
like a
backup.
great
I mean, it
job.
was pretty fun for a couple
Yeah.
years.
I'd like to be a third string.
It,
Yeah.
I
Really
wasn't
no
exactly.
chance I'm in.
You don't have to be that prepared.
Yeah, yeah, right. Because you're really like, if you get to the third string, everyone's like, well, we're gonna suck anyway.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I was super happy,
Yeah,
but I did have fun.
yeah,
I would say.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And so when you say that you've been getting more active on social media, I saw that you did your first dump.
Yes.
Your first photo dump.
Yeah.
Which is
he was
a
actually
big step. Yeah, that would be funny. If it's like, I'm going to get more active on social media. Let people see my personality. Here's the shit that I took after eating.
That would be a dude's rock moment. I'll just say it. You don't have to do it. But if you do it, I'll support it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but doing the photo dump is very powerful.
Yeah.
I like we make the excuse where we say like, oh, I got to unload some memory on my phone. So
Yeah.
here are all the pictures where I look the best that I'm going to put
Yes,
online.
exactly. That's exactly what it was. And that first picture, I was playing chess with a random guy on the street in France, and I had him on the ropes, and then I blundered my queen away, and he dismantled me after that. And there was an international chess master that was watching us right there, and every move that I make, he'd be no good. He didn't speak. And then I tried to the first time I tried to ask him, he's like, no English. And so he was just chirping me in my ear, no good, every time. It was tough.
And you couldn't shit talk him back.
No, I couldn't do it. Didn't understand me.
Is there anyone else who plays chess in the Bengals locker room?
My friend Cheeto, he just went to Tennessee.
Okay.
He was always pretty good. We used to play.
Oh no. Is that like a storyline we need to grab onto? Like Joe Burrow lost his chess partner?
Yeah, I did lose my chess partner.
That's bad.
Somebody's
Somebody's got to
gotta
find a
learn.
new chess partner.
I do have to find a new chess
That would
partner.
be a great way to have like that the Matthew Stafford Cooper Cup connection where they do breakfast every day. Like somebody on the team that wants maybe more receptions should learn how to play chess every morning. Me and Joe play chess. You develop that bond together.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Or do you have any heroes right now? Because I remember when you were in college, one of your heroes was Deli, which I always appreciate about you, Matthew Dellavedova. But as you're at this level, do you have like guys that you look up to in other sports still?
I mean, I respect people's skills and what they do. I wouldn't say I have heroes, though.
Yeah.
I think my perspective on that has changed a little bit now that I've met a lot of those people that were my heroes, and they're just people. And so I would say my perspective on that has changed over the last several years.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, pop quiz. Can you name who this person is?
Zach Taylor.
Okay, yes, he knows his football coach.
I do know my coach.
There's probably a lot of people who don't.
I
'Cause
sure
he's
hope
got-
not.
Yes. No, I'm saying not Bengals, but
Oh.
I feel like he's got an unassuming look that
Yeah, I would agree with that.
when like the national like public football fans like, I know that guy's a coach. Zach Taylor, he's a great
Yeah, I
coach.
feel like maybe that's a part of the reason he doesn't get the respect that
Yeah, I
he
agree.
deserves.
I agree.
He needs a thing.
Yeah.
A thing that makes him stand out, like, I don't know, an earring.
Or maybe like a top hat or like a suit on the sideline.
He should swap names with his brother, Press.
Yes.
Because that would be a thing.
Yeah.
Be like, oh shit, this guy's name's Press?
Yeah.
Like I remember the first time I met Press, I was like, what do you mean your name's Press?
Yeah. That's an interest. It's interesting that their parents went Zach and then Press.
I think
they're like, I didn't like that name. Let's do this one.
Let's go crazy.
They were warming up, I think. They didn't have the confidence. After you get one
You're
rep
right.
in, then you're like, okay, yeah, we can get a little bit crazier with the play calling in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Press Taylor is a great dude, but also a crazy name.
I agree.
Yeah. What do you think the perfect football schedule is in terms of weeks and bye weeks?
How many games are we playing?
You tell me.
18.
18. Got to have 2 bye weeks.
I like
And I think
that.
it'd be cool to do, I've said this before in an interview, like 6 games or like normal bye week schedule that it is now. Like have it spread out. But then like week 13, do like the Pro Bowl break where you're doing like the 7-on-7 and all the skills challenges like the NBA does, because I think that would get more ratings for the Pro Bowl.
Yes.
And then it would also give everybody that bye week going into like the last 6 games of the year.
My
for
big
fans.
idea is, especially now with the expanded college football playoff, you do the week before Christmas, no NFL, college football playoffs, give everyone a break to go do their shopping.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, and then you get everyone reset. The whole league is on a level playing field for the
Yeah, and then you
home
have
stretch.
guys that are injured that would be able to potentially come back, and you want your best players
Yes.
out there as a league. You want them in the last 6 weeks of the season. You want your best players on the field. So I think that would be a smart idea.
I think we fixed football,
I
and
think-
then you get the President's Day Monday after the Super Bowl off.
Is that would
That would be 'cause you
that's
go
what I was
one
going to
more week.
ask.
Yeah.
When would that Super Bowl then fall? Because that would be a challenge, but that would be perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I also think that'd be just good for fans where you can just like take a weekend to be a normal human being
Right.
and not have to sit on your couch for 12 hours.
Yeah, and we have to like do like maybe like an Amber Alert out to everyone being like, just remember you don't have to say there's no football. Like I would just tell my wife, I'd be like, I'm gonna skip the games this week.
Yeah.
no game.
Because I
She
love
wouldn't-
you.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
She'd figure it out in 2
I
seconds.
love you so much more than football. So no football today, honey.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give it up.
You'd have to like pretend to check your phone all the time to look at the scores. Oh no, I'll put this away. I'll put this away.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
like prop it up in the corner and like just play like YouTube videos. Or
Yeah,
something.
right,
yeah.
right. We also have a big idea in terms of outfits. So you started to do some cooler outfits going to the game. Do you bring a losing outfit?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because that was we've always had this problem where if you're going to wear something crazy to the game, love it, go for it. If you lose the game, you got to get into sweats.
Yeah, you can't show up to the presser in the
Right.
outfit if you play like shit and you lose the game. I
Okay,
would say.
I like this. Yeah, like Cam Newton, who we like, but he used to show up in the top hat after a loss.
Yeah.
Like, maybe don't do that.
I think it depends on what I walk in with. I wouldn't. There's definitely some that I wouldn't wear to the post-game losing presser. I would show up in my depressed sweatpants.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you have? I mean, you probably haven't planned any out, but like, what's the one that you've done that you're like, that was I went out of my comfort zone.
I wore a. This wasn't into the tunnel, but it was on the plane when we were playing Vegas in 21. I wore like a sweatsuit that had all these colors and crisscross lines on them with a Dunder Mifflin blue beanie and red.
And pulled it off.
I did pull it off.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not gonna
did.
lie.
Yeah, you did. Oh, here's a crazy one you could do, and this is like crazy fashion because I obviously wore the backless suit. What if 1 week you just wore a T-shirt that just had me and PFT's face on it,
With no back.
no back?
I'm with that.
That
We'll
could
get it made.
That could actually be the losing shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, save it for the
Yeah,
losing
yeah.
Walk
shirt.
of shame, backless T-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
With your guys' face.
That would be an all-time clip if you have to answer a bunch of like hard questions after a heartbreaking loss, then you stand up and walk out. It's like, does he not have a back on?
Yeah.
Oh, what if you did backless pants? Now we're talking.
So that's
chaps?
Yeah, assless chaps.
yeah, you think you get maybe a fine from the NFL for that?
Yeah,
I would hope so.
Yeah, that'd be worth it.
It's like
Yeah.
remember when LeBron stood up from that press conference and he was in those shorts?
No, I don't
the
remember
suit
that.
shorts. He had like a
No.
suit on, but it was like suit shorts, and everyone's like, "Whoa, that was what you were wearing, dude."
Interesting.
yeah, leg reveal for LeBron. Does Evan McPherson have your number yet?
Evan McPherson has my number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right,
'cause he
'cause
didn't
he
before the
didn't.
Super
He
Bowl.
definitely had my number. I texted him on draft night.
Okay,
Okay, he said that he didn't. He would, and we
I mean,
kinda-
it had to be a lie.
We gave him the business about that, and he seemed like he was very insecure.
I'm sure he was lying.
So how quickly after a guy gets drafted do you reach out?
I try to reach out within a day.
is there?
That's cool.
Is it undrafted guys too?
Used to.
Okay, so you got to be what about a 7th rounder? Are we reaching out?
Yeah, I try to.
Okay,
Maybe undrafted guys get a burner cell phone.
Well,
just-
undrafted guys-
I just got my second phone, so I'm just now getting into the burner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
that
That's
was
smart.
smart. Yeah, the undrafted guys. Yeah, they have to kind of stick around for a week or two before you can.
Yeah, as I'm getting older, guys are coming in and out so much. It's definitely harder to remember everybody's names as you're getting older, I would say.
Yeah, is the window open?
What does that mean?
You know what that means. You're that badass quote.
Man, it's always open.
There it is. You're like, yeah, the window's open if I'm here.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome.
If you don't feel like that, then why are you playing football?
Right.
Yeah, you're in
Right.
best shape of your life right now,
That's
too.
also one of those honest answers that then people are like, oh, he's so cocky. He's like, no, he's honestly showing you his confidence.
I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, we got 2 years left, and after that, we're going to suck.
and the cap's gonna get
Yeah.
tough. And we
Like,
got
what the fuck do you want me to say?
We're gonna have to make some hard
You
decisions.
should say that. Be like, our secondary's getting older. We're gonna have to move some money around.
Yeah, it would be funny if when you gave like an undrafted guy your burner cell phone number, and then instead of doing like at college where they do the scholarship reveals, you just reveal to him
My
your
real
actual number when he makes the roster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like on
congratulations, boys freaking out
on the last cut day, like go up and write it on the board. Like, there you go, everybody.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, there's the number. Oh, congrats on beating the Browns, by the way.
That was in 2022.
We haven't seen you,
Yeah,
and it was the only time you beat them.
that was the only time I've beaten them. Yeah,
What is it about the Browns?
they're good, man. They got good
But
players.
they're not that good, and then they just gotta have your number.
They got our number. Yeah. Miles Garrett plays a big part of that.
Yeah.
Their DBs are really good. They got Denzel, Greg Newsome, Emerson over there. And then their safeties are really good. They got really talented players.
I'm happy you beat him though, because that's like the one thing, and this is a fan's perspective. I know you don't give a shit, but you never want to have like a quirky, weird stat follow you around for a while.
We needed to get that one. I'm
Right.
hoping we get 2 more this year.
Right. It's like Peyton Manning won 2 Super Bowls, never beat Florida.
Really?
Yeah. You never. You could say that anytime. Just like never beat Florida.
Did he start 4 years?
Yeah.
You remember
Never
when
beat Florida.
Alex Smith went like a year and a half without throwing a touchdown
Yeah.
pass to a wide receiver?
I do remember that. Yeah.
That was fun.
You got to get rid of those.
Yeah.
So you did that. You got rid of the quirky stat.
Because people are going to use those against you. That's
right
for sure.
They just throw it out there.
Yeah.
They never beat the Browns.
Which team do you like beating the most?
I mean, any division team.
Yeah,
Any division team.
Yeah.
Steelers.
Beating the Chiefs is fun.
Yeah, Burrowhead.
Yeah.
Do you like that nickname?
I mean, I'm going to ride or die with my guys, so if they're saying it, like, I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
But I would not say I would say that.
Yeah.
But you would nod if I said Burrowhead.
No, you're not on my team.
We can't
Burrowhead.
say Burrowhead. We can't say Burrowhead.
It's low-key facts.
We're
though.
not allowed to say Burrowhead.
Okay.
Um,
I think it's Burrowhead.
I'd even, this just popped in my head, and we've had, Josh Allen. We actually had Joe Buck on after this, but how long did it take after the DeMar Hamlin thing for you to for everyone to be like, okay, we're good, we can play football again? Because
It was definitely weird.
yeah,
I mean, it got late in that week, and I was like, guys, we're playing football
Right.
still?
right. Because you don't think about obviously the story is the Bills and DeMar, and it kind of gets lost that you're also on that field,
Yeah.
and dealing with similar things.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenge, I would say. But fortunately, he was all good, and he's doing his thing now, and I'm seeing him at all these events, and always happy to see him because he's a great guy. But that was a scary moment,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
And it was like you and Josh that really let everybody know, like, let's not play football, right?
What did Josh say?
Yes.
Josh said it
Okay.
was you and him.
Yeah.
I think it was more so our coaches that kind of made that decision. But once we left the field, I think it was a collaborative. Both teams were like, what are we doing? We're not going back out there.
Common sense prevailed.
Yes.
Thankfully. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a couple last questions. It's been awesome. It's great catching up with you. How's your brother doing?
My brothers are doing great.
He's a big-time PMT fan.
Big time.
Yeah, he's actually
That he's the one that put me onto you guys back in the day. He would come to Baton Rouge, and we would drive to New Orleans or wherever we were driving. He'd throw you guys on whenever we were driving.
Dan, right?
Dan, yeah.
Love that guy.
Shout out Dan. Dan Burrow's the man.
Yes.
He's the connector of all of this. We have to thank Dan.
That's right.
Yeah, he's listening to this right now. Dan, thank you.
Can't tell the story of PMT.
Open your
without
eyes.
Dan.
You're driving. Stop. You just got lost there for a second.
Joe, I got a product idea that maybe I know that you're getting into brands recently.
Okay. Is this going to be one of your good business ideas or one of your bad business ideas?
I don't like the tone you just used there. They're all
My
good.
best one yet. Name one bad business idea I've ever had.
I mean, the last time I was on, I think we had a pretty bad one.
What was that?
You told me to go to XFL
Oh, no.
yeah,
that
or
was
the UFL or whatever.
Yeah, no, that was a private conversation Joe and I had. I was working the phones before the XFL back in 2020, and I was like, I think I can get you like 50 mil guaranteed to go to the XFL.
And
you should do that.
Let me.
That was my worst business idea.
Let me
yes.
come to the support of my co-host here. The fact that you remember that means it probably wasn't that bad because
Or-
it left a mark.
Or the really bad ones do leave a mark as
No,
well.
the really anyone that sticks around, you're like, damn,
Okay.
maybe there was some truth in that.
Well, that league lasted several weeks.
Yeah,
You'd be as rich as you are today, for sure. I was going to tie it into body armor.
Okay.
So I've been trying to invent this product for like 10 years called Protein. And it's a recovery drink, and it's got protein in it, but it also has alcohol in it. So you drink it after the gym as you're pregame to go out.
So the good and the bad even out. It's a neutral.
No,
benefit.
it's just too good. You think alcohol is bad. Alcohol is good.
Oh.
They're both good things.
How do you guys feel today?
I got a
bad,
excellent.
terrible. I retired. I retired yesterday.
So on the way over here, I was thinking about protein, and I was like, you know what? I do feel terrible right now. So what if we eliminated the alcohol?
It would be a good hangover remedy.
Yes,
Because a little hair of the dog with some protein.
that's true. Yeah, if you do that in the morning afterwards, I think it'd be good. But then I was like, what if nobody makes like sleep protein? Nobody's weaponized sleep yet. If we market like aggressive sleep, and you drink a protein drink that also has maybe alcohol, but maybe like melatonin in it,
Yeah.
knocks you out.
Yeah.
Overnight,
I
your
like
body
this.
recovers.
I like this.
Right now, everyone's wasting their sleep. They're not getting better when they're sleeping.
Casein protein. That's what you drink before bed.
What is it?
Casein.
It's the slow absorbing stuff,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, you put that in there with whatever's in NyQuil and maybe some booze. Yes.
Okay.
You fall asleep and you wake up stronger every day.
You're pitching me like I'm
Well, you got some money.
I do have some money.
Yeah.
And you got body armor on
Yeah.
your shirt.
Yeah,
You're an entrepreneur.
I am not. I don't think I have
No,
many
you
businesses.
got money. You don't have to
have
be an
I have
entrepreneur.
money.
You just have to say you're an entrepreneur.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Bill Belichick's girlfriend. She's an entrepreneur.
Philosopher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just say you're an entrepreneur. Like, I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
CEO of life.
Yeah. So what do you think? You taking it?
I mean, probably not. I would have
Okay.
to see like a little business plan.
We'll let body armor sort that out.
You hear the word probably there?
Yeah.
That wasn't a no.
It's not a no.
That was a probably.
I think it's got legs, but we'll see. If not, you can always join the XFL again.
Okay.
They're
That was
back.
probably not. All right. I have one last question. It's rowback question. RHOBACK.com, promo code TAKE. 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. Rowback.com, promo code TAKE. Also, thank you to Body Armor for getting us here. We love Body Armor. It's the only water we drink, only drinks we drink in the office and everywhere. I've seen you at UFC fights. Tell me your top 2 fighters right now. I love that you're a UFC fan.
Alex Pereira, he's fighting this weekend.
Okay.
He's
We're going to air this after, so give us a prediction.
very fun to watch. I think he's gonna win.
Okay. This will suck if he loses.
Yeah.
Are you
and
going?
then- no, I'm not going.
Okay.
My friendship was my traveling for the neest month, and now
Okay.
I'm good. I'm locked in.
Okay.
And then Sugar.
Okay. Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
He's electric.
He's fun.
Yeah.
He's electric.
We've hung out a couple times. He's a good guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in the Tunnel of Chaos?
What does that mean?
Should we tell him about the Tunnel of Chaos?
I don't know if we can talk about it. It's a place in Las Vegas that you go, and then you tell them how much money you want to win, and then you win that amount of money.
Oh, well, that
Playing
sounds like
blackjack.
a great time.
It's
Yeah.
great. And the real reason is you're just gambling with Dana White's money.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then,
Yeah.
And he's just
Dana,
like,
bring
it's-
me to the tunnel of chaos, please.
Yes. Yes. He literally sits there and he's like,
I've heard stories of his legendary gambling.
yeah.
Yeah. He just gives you money. He's like, okay, now that you lost all your money, here, just double it next time. And most places are
not
like,
real
you
gambling.
got to go if
Yeah.
you keep doing that at blackjack. But since Dana, I think, runs that casino, he's
Yeah.
like, here, double it
Yeah,
again.
Dana
Yeah.
probably owns Vegas at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing okay. Are you gonna have any last questions?
No, I think my last question was the business opportunity that he is probably going to accept.
Yeah. Oh wait, Jerry, come back for one last question. I want you to
Not the third question,
not
Jerry.
the third question, not the third question. But I know because this Jerry's all he's been thinking about. He just walked right in front of the camera. Sorry. You can ask him what you think about what he thinks about your guy. Go ahead. Yeah.
Honest opinion, you're a quarterback. Russie, does he still have some left in the
Russ?
tank? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
It's that, you sure? Because I say
Well,
it
he's
to
a division rival.
I know, but I say it to everybody, and they call me crazy. Like, Jerry, you're crazy. It's over. Russie's,
Stop calling him Rusty.
Well, I call Russie. Russie's not going to be good anymore.
Time will tell.
I think he's going to be really good.
Oh no shit.
But you guys make me feel like, oh, Jerry, like you're crazy.
That's the great thing about football is you're going to find out in September who has it.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Prediction. Can you give me a prediction?
I think he'll be good.
No, this is a separate question. You can put your team first. If you were to predict right now the AFC North, you can pick Bengals first. How do you think the other 3 fall?
Bengals first, and then I don't care.
Yeah. That's the answer.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer.
See, right now, Jerry knows you're a winner, and he's upset about that.
Yeah.
He's like, these are
I'm a
winning
little upset,
answers.
yeah.
The aura is getting to you. Mm-hmm. There's too much aura.
Well,
You're getting sucked
can I
into
be
the
honest?
aura.
yeah.
I'll be honest, and I don't want. I'm gonna be honest. I never liked you, but I'm sitting in the chair and I'm like, fuck, he's cool.
Yeah, that's aura.
I know.
He's
got
the
aura.
best.
So now I gotta. If the Steelers aren't in it, I'll root for you.
Okay.
But if
appreciate
the
that.
Steelers are in it, I can't.
Okay, that's all
But
good.
you're cool.
My man.
Jerry loves all the Joe B's out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. All right, Joe. Thank you as always. You're the best, and best of luck this year.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, let's do the Mount Rushmore of meat.
Meat.
It's brought to you again by our friends at Coors Light. We're starting Chill Week before all the hustle of football season. We're heading out west for our first ever Chill Week. With the help of Coors Light, we'll be hosting interviews with fellow golf lovers in town, enjoying the summer fun that Tahoe has to offer, and most of all, choosing chill with Coors Light all week long. When you embrace a chill mindset, it's a good time to choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. Coors Light is mountain cold refreshment, crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. Tune in for our adventures at Chill Week, and don't forget to choose chill and reach for a Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. CoorsLight.com/take. When you are finding yourself in those situations that you just need to chill out, Coors Light is the best beer to do that. The mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue, and we love Coors Light, and we'll be having some Coors Light out in Tahoe for Chill Week. By the way, I forgot to say for Who's Back, I forgot I had a third Who's Back. Blooper just terrorizing children. Did you guys see that article today that basically was like a kid was crying so bad because Blooper scared him?
He looks like a giant booger.
He's the worst. He's the worst. That fat fuck. Okay, meat. First pick.
I believe Big Cat does.
Okay.
Right?
Do I not?
How many have we done?
3, 4, 3.
We can look this up.
Yeah, look that up.
this
Let's
up.
get it right.
Let's look this up.
While Max is looking that up, quick Charlotte the Stingray update. She died.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly. I don't think she's dead.
Oh.
I think the aquarium, they just got too much shit. They got caught in their lie by certain podcasters.
And they
And
killed
then
her?
after they said that she's not really pregnant, then they had to pretend like she died.
Okay, so I was second last week. The last one we did, I was second, so I'm first, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And it goes clockwise.
Yep.
So I'm last. Snake's back around.
Okay. I will go
Meat.
steak.
It's a good pick.
1-1. I love steak so much. Did
So
you guys
you-
have any steak this past week?
I did.
A lot of steak.
I had a lot of steak.
Today at NASCAR.
Yeah.
You had
It's
you had daytime steak?
It's the
Daytime
fu-
steak.
Steak is just always there for you.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's, we'll get into more meat. There's a lot of great meats, but steak is that meat that, I don't know if you guys feel the same way. You say like, oh, I'm eating a big steak tonight.
Yes.
Like that's a get ready plan steak dinner. Let's do a steak dinner in Tahoe.
Yeah, let's do one.
Let's fucking do one. The boys.
So you get all steaks with that.
I think
You get
so
the
because
ribeye, filet mignon,
we were
T-bone.
saying it. We could do a Mount Rushmore of just steaks.
We could,
another
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were saying like hamburger does not count, obviously.
As steak.
Correct.
Yeah, you're not taking beef. You're not
Correct.
taking cow. You're taking
Correct.
steak.
Steak.
Yeah.
Steak.
Flank steak,
Steak.
skirt steak.
Skirt steak. Oh yeah. Skirt steak. A little marinade. Hank.
What about steak tips?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Steak tips. Hank, you seem shocked that I would take steak one.
No, I'm not shocked. I thought I had the first pick, and that was an obvious 1-1. So
So
now
you were gonna go steak?
I'm not doing great this year.
You're fine.
Oh, you
I'm
not?
a little in my head. I'm gonna go chicken wings.
That's a good pick. Fuck, that's a
good
good
way. Good pick. Good pick.
I had them 1-1.
Don't overthink it. Yeah, don't overthink it.
Okay. Good pick.
That's like you eat. I think you probably eat chicken wings more than steak.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
But that's.
No, I know.
I mean, everyone probably eats chicken more than steak.
Chicken wings is my
It's
favorite.
actually healthier.
It is. It's
Shouldn't eat too much steak.
it is the best food. I would take it 1-1 in a food draft.
Or actually, you should probably eat more steak because it's low carbs.
All right, me?
Max. Yeah.
Burgers.
Ah, good pick.
Good pick.
Good pick, Max.
All right.
Also had some burgers this weekend.
I'm gonna go bacon.
Good pick.
Bacon. I feel like that's a good fourth pick, and then I'm gonna follow it up with hot dogs.
Oh,
Hot dogs. You don't like hot dogs?
I like hot dogs.
Now I used
as a meat though, the
Yeah.
quality of meat in
Well-
a hot dog is not good. PFT.
in Chicago it is.
I love hot dogs, so
So
I have
do
no
I.
problem with this. But
I was
Hank-
hoping I was going to get burgers and hot dogs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That would have looked good on a
Hank,
graphic.
does it taste good?
yeah.
It's good meat then. I don't care if it's lips, asshole, whatever they put into it. I don't want to know. It tastes good. And I used to be like a hot dog, not a hater, but I used to kind of put hot dogs to the side. But then you have a good hot dog and you're like, holy shit, this is actually good meat.
Trust Tree, I grilled a lot this week for my family, and every single time I grilled, the grill was like kind of we were on vacation. The grill was kind of like out of view of the kitchen area. Every single time I grilled, I just ate an entire hot dog or sausage while grilling, and then came back and I was like, dinner's ready. Oh, I'm hungry.
Hot dogs are great.
Just sitting there eating it and just not letting it, just way to go.
Shouldn't the Mount Rushmore meats be something you don't need condiments for?
I don't need a condiment I need some sport peppers.
Wait, Hank, you don't need any sauce in your chicken wings?
No.
Listen, we'll let the
We had
people
dry
decide.
wings tonight.
Dry wings. No seasoning.
Those have a little seasoning, I believe, on them.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just.
Yeah, Hank, you walked into that one.
Yeah, but you don't eat hot dogs without a bun.
What?
I guess hamburgers too. All right.
It's a bad point by Hank. For the record,
I think it's a good point. I think
it's a bad point.
Listen,
I think a
love
real
hot dogs.
meatitician would say that the best meats you
Meatitician,
don't
yeah.
need anything else for.
Okay.
Like the best steak you've ever had.
I don't think you're a real meat rider because I think that that hot dogs are delicious.
Now it's getting personal.
Yeah.
I love hot dogs.
I love hot dogs,
I
too.
eat them raw, but most people don't.
Can we put them as glizzies?
You eat
on the
them
Mount
raw?
Rushmore?
Raw dogs.
No, I think they have to be hot dogs.
With 2 buns.
2 buns?
No, I used to do that. But
Okay.
What?
Max.
Chaser bun.
I'll take fried chicken.
That's a good pick, Max.
Good pick. I also had that on there. Okay.
Strong start by Max.
Hank.
I am going to go with.
Come on, Hank.
Better be a good one.
All right, should I go with option 1 or 2?
2, 1. I don't know. Just pick.
Ribs.
Fuck!
It's a good pick. Hey, Hank, let me ask you, do you put any condiments on your ribs?
Nope.
What was the other
No
one?
sauce. No sauce.
Don't worry about it.
So I agree, Hank, that like ribs should go over hot dogs.
Yes.
I love hot dogs. Ribs should have gone over hot dogs.
I had ribs higher on my list. I just went with hot dogs.
Fucking A, man.
Ribs.
Damn it.
Ribs is good.
Great pick.
Fuck.
That was going to be my pick. I thought for some reason I was going to get all the way back. Ribs would have been. Okay. I'll go with my pick.
Come on.
You
it out.
hey, don't
Spit it out.
don't do that.
Spit it
Don't do
out.
that. Don't do that. I didn't do that to you. I didn't do that to you, my friend. I will go with duck.
That's a good pick.
Duck's a great meat. What? No. Explain your face.
As a bougie pick.
No.
What?
Yeah, duck is a bougie meat.
Duck's not a bougie pick.
What? It's the Mount Rushmore of meats.
Listen,
Yeah.
in all honesty,
The
duck
best meats you get are at bougie places.
That's true.
duck is fantastic.
Yeah.
Duck is in my top 3 foods.
No, yeah.
All right, fine. I'll go back. Listen. This,
No. Duck.
I have duck. I'm saying this is the beauty of me as a person, not Max little fucking hamburgers and chicken tenders over there. I went duck, and then the next pick I'm gonna go with is sausage, because sausage is fucking.
That was
great.
mine. That was my pick.
Yeah, so I can do it all, bitch. How you like them apples? How you like them apple sausage?
Sausage or hot dog for the rest of your life.
Oh, man.
Sausage, easy. There's so many
Oh,
different
man.
options for sausage.
Yeah, because
breakfast,
sausage
pizza,
you can get. Yeah, you
Yeah.
get breakfast sausage. You get dry sausage.
Italian sausage with pasta.
Oh.
It's sausage without
Hot
without
Italian
question.
sausage.
I'd say hot
peppers
dogs.
and onions.
I'd
I'd
say
say
hot-
hot dogs too.
Hot dogs.
I don't know. That's a
Rest of your
tough
life.
one.
It's not
Think-
even close.
Think of all the
It's sausage.
cookouts that you would have to go to and not
But-
eat anything.
But think of all the time. No, what are you talking about?
You just
eat a
bring your own sausage,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
I'd go hot dogs.
It's sausage.
sausages are so good, man. They're so good. Okay.
I'm gonna go
I can't believe you took ribs. What was your other one? Yeah, tell us your other one.
brisket.
Okay.
Good pick.
Good pick.
I'm happy I got it back. Yeah, probably. I probably like brisket more than ribs. I just knew I wasn't gonna get ribs, but brisket is my favorite barbecue food. Absolutely
Favorite.
delicious. Yeah.
No seasoning, no
if
sauce.
I knew how to make one, I would do it all the time.
Smoking meats. We're smoking a bunch of meats.
Okay. This is a good Mount Rushmore.
I'll go pulled pork.
Yep.
Mhm.
Had it on there. Had it on there.
Good pick.
You were gonna go sausage? I fucking love
Oh yeah,
sausage.
I mean, I just started giving you all of my arguments for why sausage is.
Yeah, I mean it's the best.
It's such a versatile meat.
I ate so
You can
many
have it
hot
for
Italian sausages.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It can be the main of every meal.
That's a great point. Great point about my pick.
I love your pick.
All right, my next pick, I'm gonna go
Nuggies.
with lobster.
Damn.
Lobster.
Is fish
yeah.
meat?
Lobster.
I had it on there.
It's definitely,
I was-
Max, what do they call it? Claw meat, tail meat? Yeah.
I don't know. Good Friday, you can eat lobster. You can't eat meat.
Okay, well, we're not doing
It's a meat.
This
I
isn't
think it is.
100%.
Okay.
I thought for some reason I should have given you guys more credit that you weren't gonna go there, but
No, I had it
Great
on the
pick,
list.
yeah.
I had it on the list. Absolutely. Max is just too his fucking caveman.
Well, I just
brain
didn't think.
thinks
No,
duck and lobster are
No.
on the
no, I
list.
just don't think fish is. I think fish is a different category.
Should we
than
ask the
meat.
Pope if he approves
Is
of my
a
list?
lobster a fish?
It's seafood.
It's not a fish.
It's a
but
crustacean.
A
seafood.
fish.
is also meat.
Yes, there is also.
I
meat.
disagree.
I know. I would.
What are you talking
I would take
about?
meat.
I grew up saying that meat is different than fish. Like you could eat meat. You could
Well,
eat
you grew up in a
you could
dumb
eat-
household.
You can eat seafood on Good Friday,
Max,
or Fridays and Lent.
Your
But
dad
it's
also
still-
eats
that's
you can't eat
turtle
meat.
soup.
Good Friday isn't a meat draft.
Yet Good Friday, you can't eat meat. Memes, back me up. Were you allowed to? Were you allowed to eat fish on Fridays and Lent?
Yeah, fish only.
Fish Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, fish fries.
Because you can't eat meat.
I understand.
You
But,
can eat lobster. Lobster.
Yes, you can eat lobster on Fridays in Lent because you
Oh.
can't eat meat.
but if you're a vegetarian,
That there's
you don't.
yeah.
Well, no.
But
Yeah.
there's pescatarians that say
yeah,
they don't eat meat, but I
exactly,
eat fish.
But if you say you're
But
a
they say I
if
don't
you're
eat
say-
meat.
If you say you're a vegetarian, I don't eat meat. That person is not going to eat lobster.
But the pescatarian would say I
that's
don't.
different. That's a
but
totally
they
different
would say
thing.
I don't eat meat. I eat fish.
Yeah, those people suck.
Yes,
might
lobster
hate
meat is
those-
considered meat because it is a crustacean and a type of seafood.
I actually might hate the pescatarians more than I do vegetarians because at least stand on something. Like if you're not going to eat steak and sausage and ribs and all these things, don't then also eat like lobster. Stand on something. Just be no meat.
We haven't had a contentious Rushmore yet. This is good.
There's
Yeah.
there's a lot on the
Yeah.
board still.
There's a lot on the
I like
board.
this. It's usually you're scraping at the bottom of the barrel. This is
Like a lobster.
Okay, you have another pick?
Yeah, my last pick, titties.
What?
Titties is meat.
Great choice.
Thanks, Max.
Okay.
I think titties are meat.
when was the last time you ate titties?
You suck on them.
Yeah, but that's not eating them.
I think titties counts as meat.
So are you saying that you're a cannibal?
No, just saying titties.
Okay.
You can look at them.
I don't know. I mean, that's okay. We do have a lot of meats left.
I think titties.
There's so many meats left. I'm like really struggling for what to go with here.
Well, we have to deal with PFT just saying titties.
Yeah, well, I
Titties.
mean that just took him out of
Like
the draft.
just
so
no,
that's
I
easy.
would actually say.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
he's,
yeah,
he's
no.
opposite.
pandering.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a pander
no.
pick.
No, I love titties.
That's a pander pick. If you
PFT
put
was
titties
rattled,
on any
yeah.
graphic, that wins.
You like
That's not a
glizzies
meat.
and titties.
That's not a meat.
Which one do you like more?
I
glizzies
think
or
that you guys are.
titties?
I think this makes his.
Then why'd you pick
his
glizzies
list
first?
Significantly worse.
But is titties a meat? No.
I think that
You could take chicken breast.
Titties is meat.
What? In what way? We're talking about meat that you eat.
Is it the Mount Rushmore meat that you eat?
Oh my god.
Fact or fiction?
What? And I don't think I've ever
Why'd you
heard.
do like swim meat?
Yeah. What? When have titties ever been referred to as meat?
Good question.
Like, a cock has been referred to as a meat.
Yep.
Titties have
beat
never.
it.
I've never heard someone say, "Look at that. Those meat."
Look at those meaty titties.
No.
What? No, I don't want to look at
I
those.
say that all the time.
Maybe like pepperoni gets thrown in comparison somewhere there, but
Okay, all right. Listen, if
No,
you
you
guys
can do it.
if you guys don't want titties on that list, because I think
well, it's just not a meat.
It's not a meat. That's the only problem.
Explain how titties is a meat, and we can
Yeah.
slide.
Make us a pitch on what on the spirit of this draft. Titties being a meat.
they're made out of meat
Made out of milk.
and fat. No, they're not
So-
made out of milk.
So you're a cannibal.
No, I've never eaten them
But okay,
Then how would it get on your Mount Rushmore?
because I enjoy looking at the meat.
okay.
I'll take it off the list.
No, no,
I'll
keep
take
it
it.
on.
I'll take it off
Keep
the
it
list.
on.
If this is going to be a big thing,
No, it's not. You keep it on.
I want you to keep it on.
Sounds like it's
I
a
think
big
it makes
thing.
your list worse.
It's not. It just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense
Yes.
with what we're
I
doing.
want-
but
that's why I
I
want
feel
him
like
to
putting
keep it
titties
on.
on any list is going to make it pop off.
Yeah.
No, but I think then when you see them stacked up against each other of like
Yeah, you're
really
talking about
good
titties?
food, it's
thinking
going to be
titties.
like, oh, why did he just say titties?
It's a curious pick.
Yeah.
okay, I'll take it off. I'll take.
Memes, what do you think, Memes? You be the judge.
I was so confused when he said it.
I'll take it off the list.
No, you can keep it on.
I want him to keep it
No,
on.
no, I'm taking it off the
Hey,
list.
is he keeping it on?
It's been under
Let's take it
protest.
off.
A Super Bowl. How many people do we have?
I vote him. I want him to keep it on.
We have
I
5
think it makes
people.
his list worse.
I vote no.
I vote yes.
Memes.
I don't think it should count
Okay.
because I just don't get it.
Okay.
All right, go with something else then. Memes will be the arbiter of these. Memes, you're the judge now going forward because you're the only one who's not done that picks here. So Commissioner Memes has to be the guy now,
Okay.
right? Should we all enact him?
Yep.
Commissioner Memes.
Commissioner Memes, yes.
Now, can you admit that you were trying to get cute with it?
I'm getting cute with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was never arguing that I wasn't getting cute. So I guess instead, I will do smoked turkey leg.
Okay. That's a good pick.
Turkey leg.
I had it on there.
Walking
I
snack.
had it on my list.
It's a good pick.
That's a good pick.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go meatballs.
Ooh. Okay. I didn't even think about
You like the big ones or the
meatballs.
little ones?
I just like a nice homemade meatball. I
Yeah.
I
mean,
didn't even
there's
think
nothing
about
like,
the meatballs.
if you go to an Italian restaurant, you got a couple meatballs for the table to start the meal. Really judge how an Italian place is. And I had others that I thought of, but meatballs is the true answer to myself, and I went true to myself instead of pandering to the public. No, I mean the public loves meatballs.
Yeah, the public loves meatballs. Everyone loves everything on this list. It's meat.
It's gonna be a close list.
It's going to be a close
Yeah.
list, and I think my only concern is like I would probably put a fish here, but I also think there's going to be a lot of people who, when they see the list, are going to be like, fish shouldn't count as a meat.
I disagree with those people.
I disagree with those people too, but
Like
I'm
lobster
I'm
was a very good pick.
I
by
agree.
PFT.
I
had
agree,
that
but
on
I don't
my
want to
list.
then add a different fish to it. I'm just going to go like Max with my gut, salami.
Okay.
Good pick.
I could eat a whole
Yeah.
multiple rolls in a day.
I got a question about a technicality.
Ass? No.
No.
I also had ass on my list.
I thought about a technicality pick as well, but I just went away with it.
What was your technicality one?
I thought about saying prime rib, but I thought it was too close to steak.
That is steak, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my technicality question. Chicken parm?
It's fried chicken.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is, but it isn't.
It is.
But it isn't. But okay,
But
that's fine.
I mean, it's steak. If that,
yeah,
if
that's fine.
if we're
Yeah,
doing
that's
that,
fine.
then-
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's
That's
the
why I
steak-
asked.
that's
That's
the
why I
steak
asked.
So it's a
policy.
specific.
That's why I
It's a
asked.
specific type of meal,
That's
but
what I asked.
but the main ingredient
That's
is
why I
a
asked.
fried chicken breast.
That's why I
Yeah.
asked. Okay. Shit. Now Max is in my head about being bougie. He's in my head about being bougie.
Go bougie.
It's Max.
Yeah.
I
who
do
cares?
have sausage on there.
Don't let.
And I can't believe this one lasted. Lamb, fine. Lamb is good.
Yep.
I like lamb. a
Lamb's
lot.
good. It's
Lamb
a,
is good.
It's a good
Lamb
occasional.
chops are.
Yes. I should have gone pepperoni.
There's so many good ones still out there.
Would Euro meat have counted?
I mean, turkey. I was going to do
Yeah.
turkey, but then PFT
Yeah.
kind of just did a specific turkey, so I didn't think that would count. Alligator.
Prosciutto.
Ham.
Ham,
Ham, prosciutto.
pepperoni.
I almost went
Pepperoni,
full
yeah.
Italian. There was a part of me that wanted to do chicken cutlets, meatball, prosciutto, salami.
Crab.
Crab's good. Blue crab is awesome.
Tuna.
Mussels.
Not tuna fish, but the actual tuna,
Shrimp.
like tuna steak.
Oyster.
Shrimp is good.
Oh, shrimp is a great one. I
Now, would oysters have counted as meat?
I mean, if we're adding seafood, it's all
Probably
seafood's
talk
on the
to
table.
myself. Yeah. Sopressata.
Scallop, yeah.
Gabagool.
Gabagool.
Mortadella.
Gabagool was on my Italian list.
Bison.
But then it started to get competitive at first, so I was like, all right, I should play the winner.
Pastrami.
Pastrami's good. Corned beef.
There's a lot of good meats out there. There's a lot of good meat.
Pork roll.
You mean
I was
Taylor
going to go
ham?
turkey before you said turkey leg.
So
I was
turkey,
just going to do turkey in general.
Very, very thin, though.
yeah,
thin
very,
tur-
real thin.
Very, very thin.
Meatloaf.
Yeah. No.
Good meatloaf is good.
A good meatloaf is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Good anything is good.
True. Also
Most
true.
meatloaf is bad.
I would say most.
I would take almost everything on our list over meatloaf.
Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely. If you're like, hey, what do you want for dinner? All 12 of our 12?
Yes. I mean, it was a great list.
16
It was
of
a
our
great
picks
list.
would go before meatloaf. Chicken tenders, kind of fried chicken.
Yeah. Cutlet, fried chicken.
Yeah. Chicken nuggets.
Would Wagyu have counted?
Yeah, regular chicken didn't go, huh? Just
chicken breast, yeah. Or like grilled chicken.
Well, and chicken wings.
Yeah.
Chicken
Yeah.
wings did go. Yeah, that's right.
Chicken breast can be dry though.
Would Wagyu have counted? I should.
No, because that's steak.
Steak. That's steak. Yeah. That really fucked you up.
Yeah.
You thought you had 1-1.
Yeah.
But you came back with ribs. Ribs.
Yeah,
was-
I thought I-
wanted ribs.
Ribs is good.
I thought I was getting lobster
Oh,
at the
ribs
end, and that would have
I
really
wanted
taken me
sausage.
home.
I
wanted
slept on ribs.
sausage.
I should not have done hot dogs. Hot dogs
Yeah,
would be
hot
great.
dogs would have been a
it'd be
third or
great.
fourth
Hot dogs
round
is
pick.
how you got titties.
Great third pick. Yeah.
But I think
Hot dogs led to titties.
I think if I got hot dogs, it would have played because it would have gone burgers then dogs
Yeah.
on the list. So the combo of the two would have been like, oh, that's a
Yeah.
strong start.
Yeah. Okay, good list. Good job, boys. We got anything else? Let's go to Chill Week. So we'll be in Tahoe. We'll be live from Tahoe on Wednesday and Friday. Got some big interviews planned. Why do you keep
You guys have
going-
clean laundry?
No, because I
I
just
don't
got
have it.
back, so I've
Yeah.
got a suitcase that I was planning on just putting directly into the washing.
I do that every time. I actually don't ever not have a suitcase that's full of clothes.
Yeah.
It's either full of dirty clothes that has just been sitting waiting to go in the laundry the day before I travel, or they're clean clothes because I'm going to travel.
Yeah, I just looked at my suitcase and I thought if it was good enough for Greece, it's good enough for Tahoe.
Yeah.
So I'll just run it back.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
haven't
be
looked
hot.
at the weather.
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot out there. But yeah, I'm excited for Tahoe. Shane's here. Shout out Shane.
Yo, Shane.
Shane, how was your week?
Hello. What?
How was your week?
It was great. How was yours?
It was great. Did you do anything fun?
Went home, visited the family.
Yeah. You go out.
Yeah. Went on the boat.
What'd you wear
Had
when
a
you
great
went
4th
out?
of July.
What'd you wear when you went out?
On the boat?
No, like did you go out after?
Yeah. We're
I saw Shane do a double gainer off the boat.
Oh fuck yes. First time on a boat, right?
yes.
What'd you wear, Shane?
I wore some nice khaki color pants and a new vintage Charger shirt.
Oh, nice, like Harbaugh.
Just got off Depop.
It was a sick shirt.
It was a sick shirt, but it's just very funny because I made up the lie like 2 months ago that Shane only when he goes out he just puts on his best Chargers shirt. And then
Which-
Max sent me a picture from July 4th. Shane just risen it up with his best Chargers shirt on.
Well, to be fair, I didn't have a Charger shirt before I got this Charger shirt, so it is my
What
only
does that
Charger
mean? You wear
shirt.
Chargers gear every day.
I only have sweatshirts.
That's
I
a
have no
shirt?
Charger shirts.
Oh.
I have sweatshirts and I have jerseys.
God,
Those are both. Those are
now
both
you got your
shirts.
shirt.
This
Rushmore
is my only
shirts.
shirt.
I'd like to see that Chargers shirt in Tahoe.
I will wear it in Tahoe. It would also be cool if the Chargers sent me more shirts.
Oh,
Are you listening, Chargers?
he's a double XL.
How about this, Shane? I'll fund your Chargers.
First thing Shane's ever said on the show is
Yeah.
let me get some Chargers merch.
Shane, I'll give you a full shopping spree in Chargers merch if you promise, and you have to give this promise that every first date you go on for the next year is Chargers.
What does that mean? Like a Chargers game, or
No. What are you talking about?
you
What-
said every first date has to be Chargers?
That's what you wear.
Yeah, that's what you wear.
to a first date.
Yeah. So, like, even if you go, like, oh, we're going to a classy spot, Chargers polo.
I don't know.
All right, just the offer's out there.
I just want to be clear. I didn't ask for it. I just said it would be cool.
Yeah, but I'm
Oh, yeah.
telling
It
you,
would be
totally
that if the
different.
Chargers don't come through, I will come through with that one stipulation that you go
Okay.
Chargers on every first date.
Can I think about it?
Yeah, absolutely. You have as much time as you want.
Perfect.
Hey, Shane, I got a question for you.
What's your
Yes, sir.
decision, by the way?
I need some more time.
Oh,
this is,
shit.
you know.
Okay.
Shane, I have a
up?
question.
Yes, sir.
Are titties meat?
Shane,
Would you consider titties meat?
As just like, are we talking about consumption or just?
No, just meat.
Yeah. Yes.
I think it's more fatty tissue, but
Oh,
I guess by the
I
technical.
like that. I like that.
I guess technically.
have you ever eaten a titty?
I don't think so.
Okay. So you're not a cannibal. That's pretty good.
Correct.
Yeah. I want your chart. Like, dude, we can get some sick Chargers.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we'll find. I might even buy you a suit. That's just Chargers.
Get the Donnie Does Susie.
Yeah.
You can get a suit jersey.
I want you in Chargers stuff all the time. Every date.
I'd be happy to wear it.
Okay, so you made your decision. Oh.
You snuck that in at the end.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Give me a day.
Okay, fine. But I want my answer within the next 5 minutes. Okay, let's do numbers. Okay. Numbers. 20.
8.
56.
3.
19.
21.
Oh. 67.
Love you guys.